All right. All right. This is the Great Debate 9. And with you, as always, Mr. Josh. And then we have Cayden with us because, Cayden. And then we have Michael. And then we have Jamie, of course. Jamie's wonderful.
Hello.
So.
The only one you gave the to was our newest member, and I think that's messed up representation.
Oh, like, that's my brother, so it counts.
Yeah, that's totally how that works.
I wasn't like that when Connor showed up, so that's 100% not how that works. Or it doesn't have to be, at least.
You guys are younger.
The difference is you guys actually like each other.
Yeah,
well, you don't like Josh?
No, we don't like each other. It's a contentious relationship. It has been since we were little kids.
But since we're the only brothers we have, we can't like get with the other brother and like complain about it. So
exactly.
You don't have like a third brother? I thought you guys had a third brother.
No, we have stepbrothers. That's actually who we bitch about. We actually bitch about our step family.
That makes sense.
Those ones are all fucked up and shit. Like they're like, oh.
They're like, oh.
I think he got distracted from hearing his own voice.
Kim. I muted you. Unmute when you want to talk, and then remute. Sorry.
Actually, you dropped somebody. She dropped.
Oh,
if she's Codosaurus,
I think she is, and I think she fell out on her own. Hers has constant like connection issues.
Yeah, like yours don't have constant connection issues.
Mine did yesterday.
It was all day yesterday.
Yeah. I'm not.
Mine did yesterday too.
I told him just upgrade to the 1 gigabyte line. That's my thing.
Actually, I still need to do that. I'm still running off the freaking CenturyLink line for the moment.
Are you really?
Yeah,
oh,
dude. This last month and a half or whatever has been freaking something. Like I haven't really had any.
Well, yeah, I know you've had a lot of issues and stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but well, no, it's just I haven't really had much downtime, so I haven't actually even looked into it. And I was like, I told Tara at I think like the beginning of December. I was like, we're gonna go ahead and do that. We'll do that, next week or whatever, and then like just haven't.
Well, I have to state this now because there's a lot of gay people in here. When I bash Mike, it's not gay bashing; it's brother bashing. Okay.
It just happens to be about being gay. And besides, nope.
Ryan's gay.
If it helps, I actually use the genealogy rule. I'm actually only 1/7 gay.
Genealogically,
yeah.
You had a gay uncle or great uncle.
No, you know how like you're like, oh well, my great grandmother was this, so I'm like 1/64 Cherokee or whatever BS they put, right?
Yeah.
Right. So I use my own math for that. I'm actually only 1/7 gay, so I'm primarily heterosexual. So don't even worry about it.
Who's your gay great grandpa or grandma?
That
reminds me
of that far back in my family, honestly.
There's that reminds me of what the hell's it called? What the hell's it called?
You tell us, man.
Shut up. Elizabeth Warren. She's like, oh, I'm Native American.
Right.
I'm 10/24th Native American. I'm like, wow, how racist do you gotta be? Do you want 10/24th Native American? It's like your family has to almost. You could throw a rock and hit somebody with 2%. So to be 1/10/24th, that's racist as hell.
Right, like that family was like eugenic. It might not be racist. It might just be practicing eugenics, breeding specific character traits. They might be part of like the Litchfield experiment or something.
What is the Litchfield experiment?
Right? Is that let me make sure that's the right one.
He's talking about the ones we were talking about the other day.
Oh, that's an episode of a show. Okay.
Well, the Litchfield experiment, but it was based on an actual one, and I'm trying to remember what the actual one is.
Are you talking about the ones that are inbred?
No. Let's see here. Hold on 1 second. Where the hell is it at?
The name Erasmus Darwin shows up for that.
Say.
I don't know if he's what you're looking for.
Well, I know that, like I said, I know that the Litchfield experiment itself is actually the one from the X-Files, but it's actually based on something that was a legitimate early eugenics experiment. But I can't was
it like a German?
No, here in America.
Wait, what
is the Tuskegee experiment or like?
No, Tuskegee was the airman. Oh, go ahead, Cayden.
Oh.
What's the distinction between a legitimate and an illegitimate? I
meant non-fictional.
Okay.
Yeah, no. Almost all the experiments that I know anything about are actually illegitimate in the sense that they were like the Tuskegee experiments, or MK Ultra or MK Artichoke and all those. No, none of
MK
those.
Artichoke?
Yeah, there's a bunch of those kind of things. Like the MK Ultra experiments was actually a list of them, but I don't remember what the hell they were all called. They
I
were
know
just,
that Whitey Bulger
Project.
was
Sorry,
part,
Project Artichoke.
Whitey Bulger was part of the what's called the one with the MK Ultra, like he with the LSD.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, Whitey Bulger was part of that. So he got out of prison early. They let him out of prison early if they could do the programs. You know,
Oh, I got you. Yeah, like I said, there's a lot of those kind of things. It's pretty rough.
I don't know if that's what's best for society because he came out even worse than he went in. So, but that could have been prison too. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
so,
I was saying.
he was in Alcatraz, so.
I was gonna say, I was like, is that due to who he was after coming out? Was that because of prison, or was that because of the MK Ultra experiment?
In like 50 or 60, I think 60 something, like they gave him Alcatraz, so.
It could be a combination of the two. It might not be like mutually exclusive.
Of course not. Yeah.
Well, Alcatraz was harsh. They had like 20. I mean, they did have like work programs and stuff, but you had 23/7 in a cell when you weren't out doing your programs or something. You were
what was the other hour for? That's just like
showers and yard time. You're
okay.
required. Yeah. They're required by law to give you at least 1 hour a day, rec time or whatever.
Some of the supermax prisons are like that. Yeah. They literally you have 1 hour yard time and then everything else is lockdown.
Yeah. Which only gives you more time to think of evil shit to do.
Yeah. Like I said, there's a lot of messed up stuff like that, man.
Especially back in the 60s, like they didn't care about prisoners at all. You know what I'm saying?
No.
Like, whatever.
At least now, like prisons do have like psychiatrists and stuff like that, and a little more of a forgiving routine. Well,
I mean, how good were the psychiatrists in the 60s anyway? I mean, like
that's a good point. Psychiatrists
I'm not sure they're all that good today.
From like a failed brain surgeon for like lobotomies and such.
I didn't know if that would be better.
Well, yeah, I would say one of the things that's weird, like along the same lines, though not only tangentially related, is like if you look, man, like we had done some really dastardly stuff for the human experimentation and like without permissions and stuff, man. Like all through the history of America, especially in the early 2000 or early 1900s, like it's just like insane the things that we got away with and that we wanted to do. And it's like basically it was like Cave Johnson ran the CIA or something.
Oh yeah, Cave Johnson from Portal 2.
Yeah.
Here's the thing, I don't. Okay, I'm coming through. I can forgive that a little more if it was somebody like Cave Johnson, just because he's funny, but only from like a video game standpoint, I guess.
Yeah, because the actual experiments aren't so funny.
No, of course not. It doesn't matter how like whoever conducts them. It doesn't really matter how funny they are.
That's my take on the conversation.
I don't know. Maybe MK Ultra was done by clowns, and it would have been more successful.
That would have been interesting. Yeah. Or if they gave it like a sillier name, like Googly Eyes Project Googly Eyes.
Yeah. Well, like I said, though, they had Project Artichoke. That seems pretty ridiculous.
What's wrong with Artichoke?
They had Project Chatter, Project Bluebird, Project Artichoke.
All right. Yeah. Like feed them a bunch of artichokes and be like.
Like I said, I have no idea. Obviously, I'd have to pull them up to Project Bluebird became Project Artichoke, I guess, once they were found out the first time, I guess.
Yeah.
Like, what changed the name?
Right, like, those names are...
We told you no more Project Bluebird. We're like, okay, got it. So
Bluebird...
Artichokes, the same program.
What are you saying, Cayden?
Is Bluebird, how long ago was this experiment? Or is it like, how long did it last?
Project Bluebird, it was through the 50s, I want to say. Hold on one second.
That was before MK Ultra.
Yeah, it was an earlier one. Project
it's not
Project Artichoke. What's that?
Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt. I was too busy reading out loud. You continue.
It went from 51 to 53 and then morphed into MK Ultra, apparently. Like I said, there's some pretty...
morphine, LSD, to produce amnesia and other vulnerable states in victims.
Yeah, it's like primarily mind control geared projects, it looks like.
Yeah, although it's funny because we always on TV shows and stuff like that, they always kind of focus on the psychic aspect. That was like such a small part. It was like basically nothing. It was just more of a thought process than really something they were looking at.
They used cocaine, marijuana, heroin, peyote, and mescaline.
Yes, all those.
That's a lot of drugs.
It's a lot. And then I also see that the term pulls up.
Whoa.
Well, you
This
cut
is-
out. You cut out, Cayden.
It pulls up for the UK as well as an AI project under a very similar title, Project Bluebird.
Sure, I'm sure they were all doing similar experiments.
Well, no. I think his is a different one.
Yeah.
I think they just reuse the name Bluebird, like as in it's separate from us.
Yeah.
Interesting. They got MK Ultra, MK Naomi.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, there's a long history of these things, man. Like no joke, and it's pretty crazy.
Successor means after, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
right, successor
after.
before. Okay, yeah. So this is what they did after MK Ultra in the 70s.
But, yeah, like I said,
MK Ultra was in the 50s and 60s, but
yep. Yeah, it was 53. Was when MK Ultra started out of Project Bluebird / Artichoke.
Bluebird is already like declassified, but even that one still got like redacted names on it, which is a little surprising for how old that one is.
Hey man, from my understanding is the entirety of it. Now, once again, this is how little I know about this stuff, but the entirety of it, from my understanding, is actually still that it was ongoing for so long that some of the stuff probably bleeds in. You'll probably find names that are still in the later stuff that were names from the earlier stuff.
okay.
And as always with those, sorry,
Oh, go for it.
as always with those kinds of experiments, like once that information comes out, it's like an info hazard / Pandora's box where like now everybody has access to it, and then therefore like it still will, as you said, like show up in places even after the project itself is over with.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, but this one was like this is one of the things that said it was a MK specifically MK Naomi was a biological thing where they tested biological weapons on people.
Yeah.
And they're like, I guess they said, they're like, the outlawed stockpiles of biological weapons and neurotoxins, things like that. But I guess a CIA scientist was able to acquire an estimated 11 grams of deadly shellfish toxin from Fort Detrick. The toxin was stored in CIA laboratory where it remained undetected for over 5 years. That's scary.
Shellfish toxin?
Yeah.
That's a
Shellfish
strangely specific choice. Yeah, there's like that, but there's also like blowfish, which are more poisonous, aren't they?
Yeah, but they're poisonous, not psychedelic. You know what I'm saying? Like essentially.
Oh, okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
Well, then those peyote and those kinds of things, those were the same things like the Native American animalistic spiritual ceremonies used, right?
I'm not sure. That's a good question.
You talking about mescaline?
Peyote and
Peyote.
THC, I'm pretty sure. And they had tobacco too.
Yeah, but I know peyote is one, and I want to say that they have. I want to say it's mescaline might be the other. Hold on one second.
Yeah, psychedelic percoloid.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah. And because I remember that there are still some places that it's allowed for traditional use.
Yeah.
Okay. Apparently, it's from a mescaline. It looks like it is the hallucinogenic in peyote.
Yeah, they both come
okay.
from a cactus apparently.
Yeah, but is it the same kind? Because
it comes from peyote and San Pedro cacti.
Okay, because agave, that's
for tequila, but yet that's not the part of the plant, if I remember correctly, they used for the really gonna hit you. Mezcal, right?
Mezcal. That's what I thought it was. Okay, never mind. It's pretty much mescaline, I guess.
Yeah. So
mezcal and mescaline are probably the same thing. But one's the ene of, what I'm saying, like where it's that's the action.
Ooh, San Pedro also comes from cacti, just like mescaline and
I will see y'all.
All right. Who was the guy that had to go rooting through cow shit to get shrooms and stuff like that? You know what I'm saying? Like, you can see just like a CIA soldier just like walking to the field.
Oh, okay, I know what you're saying. Like, not the guy who discovered shrooms, but like they're like, okay, we need shrooms. Well, there's only one place to get shrooms.
Right.
Okay, and mezcal is not related to mescaline. I double checked it.
Okay.
It is just it's basically just a fermented, agave plant. That is not from what I'm seeing here. I guess tequila only comes from certain plants, but the agave for mezcal can be different, and so. But
agave, there's a lot of agave out here in our areas.
Really?
Well, I guess more so in my area, like the villages. I feel like I've seen those plants in like a lot of yards.
Say. Oh, okay. Here you go. Tequila apparently can only come from blue agave.
Yeah, which I only seen the green ones. I don't know how you find blue ones exactly.
I don't
Okay,
know.
so
Paint
there's different effects for different types of peyote. Because there's not just mescaline, there's toluene, and there's anhalanidine. I butchered that, but
That's all right. That's all right.
No.
We're gonna trust that you know what you're saying.
it's structurally related to methylene, but has no hallucinogenic effects. So like they were testing different things.
Interesting.
So yeah, so there's ones like, we got bad peyote. That must be what the Indians were bitching about. Like, motherfuckers give us bad peyote.
Well,
Let's go shoot an arrow at them.
Hey, you know what's interesting is
What?
the mezcal and tequila. Since tequila can only be from blue agave, that means that I had it backwards my entire life. See, I thought the mezcal was like the more refined, specific one, and that tequila was like whatever you can throw in a pot type thing. But apparently that's backwards.
That is surprising that tequila is as specific to refine as it is. Because I thought it was like vodkas and stuff, where it was like a more abundant source.
Yeah,
Well, vodka's just I mean, those guys probably eat potato mash. Let's be honest. Like they're freaking Russians. I mean, like, they're tough guys. Go ahead.
Who was it that did that? That originally bought a distillery and was going to do like a whiskey, and then he found out how long it takes for them to turn a profit, and so they just basically decided to make vodka.
That's what's called the really good vodka. The what the hell is the name of it?
There's like the Crown Royale ones, or like higher end vodkas. Vodka is a very common one.
No, it's like the cream of the crop vodka.
I just buy cheap vodka. I don't know what the cream of the crop.
Right.
I know as soon as you see it. Grey Goose.
Okay.
Grey Goose was the one that was. Sorry.
Yeah, I thought that was crazy because I was like, he was like, I was originally gonna make whiskey. He's like, then I found out that minimum I have 5 to 10 years. He's like, I wasn't waiting that long. He's like, I found out that you can turn over vodka in like 6 months.
No, sir. Don't you do it.
Wow, he did some.
Oh, I just found
The MK Often
interesting.
program
Like,
was developed. Sorry, I didn't interrupt you.
You're good. It's Oh, yours sounds really interesting too. I just happened like while perusing like the .gov like declassified files, I found another one that I wanted to throw in the chat for us to talk about because this one seemed very interesting.
Mommy said no. We don't know.
But go with yours first.
It's an offshoot of the MK Ultra program with MK Often, where they tested the toxicological effects in certain drugs on animals and humans.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
Well, that makes more sense than testing on.
Yeah,
the
but they were
rock.
done with prisoners. Like, and this was like testing, like, not drugs like LSD. This is like basically testing toxins against them.
Yeah. Which I mean, LSD and stuff like that kind of are still like just toxins.
LSD ain't gonna
essentially.
kill you though.
Right. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, these are
it's
deadly
not,
toxins.
yeah. I think that's what he's saying is he was testing our resistance to toxins versus the effect that it has on you, or maybe the specific effects that lead, when you're been toxified.
Yeah. So it was like, hey, let's see if this guy freaks out. You know.
All right, Cayden, what was yours, man? You said that you had. Oh, hold on, open chat. Hold on.
Yeah, I put it in the public chat. It's the CIA.gov/library, and it's called Bloodlines Introduction .doc.
Okay, that's weird.
Yeah, but it's from the CIA.gov. It's a lie. They're probably like, we're really good and they're really bad.
That's true. It talks about Bill Clinton. So this totally could be like they just pushed it out because they're like, okay, well, people are already upset about the Epstein files. Bill Clinton's on there. Just throw this out.
Oh yeah, throwing people down the river. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah,
they were totally supporting them before. I'm sure of it. Well, that was like when I keep bringing back to Gary Webb. You know what I'm saying? Like they ruined his life, and then they were like, yeah, we did it.
Yeah.
Like when he tried to break the story about the coke, the CIA running coke with for the Panamanian Wars in the 80s. In the 90s, they were like, we did it. So that guy killed himself, and we ruined his career, and they literally did. They like brutally went and ruined his career. They like made him out to be a laughing stock and everything like that when he wasn't lying.
Yeah, but that's just how they do. I mean, at least they're forthcoming about it. Like,
no, I wish they were forthcoming. They're not forthcoming about it. That's the problem. Well, not until the guy's dead.
Oh yeah, that's true. That's true.
I'm trying to figure. let's see. I'm trying to find out more about. There we go.
Maybe our strikes are from the CIA.
Our
You know,
stripes.
our strikes.
Oh, maybe, yeah. They came into
Strikes from the CIA.
our 0 view stream minute 1, and they were like, "No, take this one down immediately." They're talking too much about, like, I can't say the one that we were talking about, velos, I guess.
Let's see. So I'm taking a moment. I'm actually reading about the author of that book because I'm wondering I'm wondering if it's on there for like not dude. Okay, so the guy Fritz Springmeier, the guy who wrote Bloodlines, in 2002, he actually was arrested and indicted in Portland. He was indicted in Portland, Oregon, for connection with an armed robbery. And
Really?
and he was found guilty in the following year of one count of armed bank robbery and one count of aiding and abetting in the use of a semi-automatic rifle during the commission of a felony. He was sentenced to 51 months in prison and 60 months on the aiding and abetting, fined $7,500 and ordered to pay $64.88 in restitution and assessed an additional $200. His conviction was affirmed by the Court of Appeals for the Ninth Circuit. He was in prison and was released from federal prison in 2011.
Oh, so like 14 years ago. That guy's still alive. What's his name? Fritz something?
Yeah, Fritz Springmeier.
All right. This is one I want to read to you as soon as you get a chance. You first. Sorry.
So yeah, because the thing is, I think that some of the stuff that's on the CIA site isn't because it's their papers, but rather stuff that they bother keeping and tracking and stuff. You know what I'm saying? Because if it looks like that book was written by him, and so I haven't skimmed through it yet to kind of find out what
Okay, well, this is about Frank Olson. He was an American bacteriologist and biological weapon scientist and an employee of the United States Army's Biological Warfare Laboratories. At a meeting in Maryland, he was covertly dosed with LSD by his colleague Sidney Gottlieb, head of the CIA's MK Ultra program, and 9 days later plunged to his death from a window of the Hotel Statier in New York. The U.S. government described his death as suicide, and then a misadventure, and then others alleged murder. The Rockefeller Commission in 1990s acknowledged that they have conducted covert drug studies on fellow agents. Olson's death is one of the most mysterious outcomes of the CIA mind control program in MK Ultra. I thought that was interesting.
Yeah. See, that's the ones where you wish you could find out, like, was that the intention? Or was it just he had, like, snapped because of it? You know what I'm saying?
It makes sense, yeah. Like, he could have just snapped. It could have just been a
casualty of war. You know what I'm saying?
Of war?
Collateral damage, that's the word.
Collateral damage, yeah.
It doesn't matter.
It wasn't, like, directly war, but...
It doesn't matter because he was dosed.
Well, right. But the thing is, that part is obvious. You know what I'm saying? The thing that's interesting to me is, how do we get from A to B? Right, so like we started out, okay, he got dosed. All right, it's like someone slipping your roofies at the club, but typically you don't jump out a window 9 days later.
Sure.
All right, so
That's
the question
true,
is,
true.
right? So was the idea was that implanted to see if the mind control was working? Because that was the whole point, was brainwashing. How far would someone be willing to go with the right personality and the right dosage, or was that like they were doing something else and they completely whiffed on it and it caused the death, whereas instead of they intended to cause the death? That's the part that I was wondering about.
I'm pretty
Okay,
sure that
like
was that the goal? I don't know if it was the goal, but it definitely was with complete disregard of whether he,
Oh yeah, well, everything in there was. Like literally, if you look at anything the CIA does, it pretty much has been there.
It's not like, hey, we got this agent, he's gonna try this. Oops, he died. It's like, hey, this agent doesn't know he's diddling around in his laboratory and somebody just slipped something in his coffee. There's a big difference there. By definition, that would be murder if it wasn't the CIA doing it.
Exactly.
That's fair. That would be considered like accessory from a legal standpoint, right? Like if it's the intention and ruled as the intention, but it's not direct. I think that's association or accessory or something like that.
No. In that case, I think it's manslaughter. Yeah,
just like with vehicles, you're right.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah, but I don't think anybody served any time for that. I don't think.
No, I guarantee no one did. I guarantee. I mean, hell, How long till they admitted it in the first place? By then, no one cared, and that's unfortunate. But it's true that basically what happens is everyone just shrugs their shoulders at that point because anyone who cared had long since stopped caring.
I'm gonna say this with the way it's not usually said. Even Vince Neil did 30 days for murdering somebody.
Right.
Vince Neil.
Molly Crew.
He killed a guy in a car accident or whatever, and he only got 30 days in jail, and then he was let out. But at least he did 30 days. I don't think anybody did anything for this. They're like,
Which, yeah, that sounds right.
But yeah, usually that's told from the other perspective. Vince Neil only did 30 days. You know what I'm saying? This is like, at least he did 30 days. You know what I'm saying?
All right, kind of backwards thinking, but it shows you how messed up it is. But like I said, unfortunately, that's kind of what happens when it's stupid. All right, because I think that if it were handled with ethics internally, I wouldn't be so worried about the fact that it's handled without ethics externally, right? If someone's actually like, okay, here's what we've observed. We're going to take a small sampling and we're just going to dose them one weekend on a college campus, give them $50 and observe them for a few days. I think that
lots of institutions do that now, like voluntary human experimentation. It's usually pretty ethical.
Right, and that's what I'm saying. But like, okay, so let's say they applied that, but they didn't tell you that they were dosing you. They told you you're in there for another reason. Okay, I get that because you can't know without that lack of ethics. But if it was handled internally ethically, then I would be willing to do it. But like it seemed like it was pretty much everything the CIA did was like throwing science against the wall to see what stuck.
Yeah, it's kind of like the way the Nazis did it. It's just different, but it's
Actually,
pretty much like
true for every country because like Japan did that.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I'm sure
No.
I don't know any examples for the UK, but I'm sure the UK did that too. Like it's just how
Every major player did that. Yeah.
It's like that phrase that the OSHA violation book is written in blood because in order for you to know like what things to be careful of and for to be trained, like somebody had to have gotten hurt, injured, or
Okay,
killed.
I see what you're saying. Yeah. Well, Well, the funny thing is damn, I lost my own thread. Although the OSHA thing being written in blood is pretty interesting because it's very true. You don't know what's dangerous until you know what's dangerous.
Yeah, at any point, any job, like some person could die from like a brand new thing that's never been seen before, and then that goes into the handbook.
Yeah. That's what it was. Actually, from what I was reading, the Nazi experimentation was actually based on what the Americans were already doing.
Oh yeah. Because the ski experiments happened in the 20s, didn't they?
We influenced a lot of their eugenics plan, like tests and experiments and stuff like that, because we were already doing eugenics.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, that's what I was telling you.
Is that what the nuclear family thing is about? Was that like a eugenics thing?
Okay, no, the nuclear family. The nuclear family was just what's the way to describe it? No, that was just convention, right? Like we say, marriage is one man, one woman, right? That kind of thing.
It's convention and culture.
Convention.
And that's same as like our modern rules. It's just the modern convention and culture. That's fair.
Right. Yeah. So there was no malice in it, and there was no real. It wasn't enforcing. It was just saying, "Hey, this is what we do, and this is the right way to do it." The eugenics stuff actually started with a lot of what we actually used to practice what's called forced sterilization, right? If you were certain ethnicities, you were sterilized if you didn't meet certain criteria. There was if you were if you had certain disease, like when I say disease, I mean not like chlamydia. I mean like if you had Down syndrome conditions. Like
that's true. That was true with every culture, even Sparta. Like I believe they used to like throw if they had
throw them out in the wild.
Not even in the wild. In Sparta 300, that one movie, they throw the hunchback off the cliff for being like physically deformed by nature.
Yeah, and that's the thing is the idea was, and don't get me wrong, it's one of those horrible truths. It's like animals call animals for a reason because there's a certain point in which it's safer for the entirety of the group, but to think that a civilized society still needs to do that is kind of crazy. Because like we like
experimentation.
Any of it, anything where we're like the eugenic stuff, the what they call genetic hygiene, the forced sterilization. It seems kind of weird to me that because we try to think of ourselves as being cultured, evolved, and knowing that we've come a long way, but really we were still doing basically caveman stuff until post World War II.
That is true. At the same time, though,
Wow.
There's a distinction a little bit, like, or rather, like, apart with what you said that is true. There's like animals killing animals. We are like clearly more evolved, at least in the form of communication, if not anything else, than animals.
Yeah.
Like, it's I guess a consequence of like the capacity to learn and pass down information, but without,
the wisdom to assess it.
Yeah, exactly. And then the wisdom just comes later.
Well, that's what I was saying. Yeah, but that's literally exactly what I was talking about. Is we have this thing where, when we look back at like the 1800s and early 1900s, we're like, oh, well, we are so much better than we were as cavemen. But if anything up till post World War II, if you look at the things that any country was doing, no, we were horrible. We were horrible because we had the knowledge and we were not using ethics. We were not using any kind of wisdom to determine what things are acceptable or unacceptable.
That is true. So that's like an intentional neglect of ethics. So.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, we chose not to bother with it, and we basically were just giving into that concept that needs to be done. It's like no, a lot of that stuff didn't. Like the Tuskegee Airmen, they actually, once we actually had syphilis treatment, the people who were part of it still never received that treatment. So
nope.
Once
it was from 1932 to 1972, which, to be fair, by then they had late stage syphilis, so it didn't really matter. I know that
an impressive amount of time. That's 40 years.
Well, you know what the part that's strange to me is? What? The majority of the people that were conducting the experiment were also black.
Yes.
And
which
so,
one in particular?
Yeah.
Yeah, because it was done at Tuskegee University, so.
Yeah. The Tuskegee experiment was done on black U.S. airmen that had contracted syphilis, and they basically they were told they were getting top-notch care, and in some ways they were, but only for palliative.
Yeah, only palliative care, no.
Right, no actual treatment.
No treatment specifically for the thing, and no treatment in general.
Yeah.
Right. Anything related to it. Yeah, exactly. And so basically. But the part that shocked me was when I found out that the one who headed the experiment and conducted the experiment and planned the way the experiment ran was actually a black woman. I was like, whoa. Like, who scarred her as a child?
Yeah, I'm trying to find that.
Tuskegee University is a black university, so most of its participants are black.
Well, right. But my thought process is still she chose to continue even once it was recommended to be discontinued.
Oh yeah.
That was her choice, and she still did it. That's crazy.
Right. But the point is that.
Oh yeah, Eunice Rivers and Eugene something.
Mm-hmm.
That is surprising. They don't teach that in school. Like they don't tell us about that.
Yeah. It's it was originally the Tuskegee study of untreated syphilis in the Negro male.
But I will say this: they did actually find something about it that. Nearly half of them were unaffected, or at least largely unaffected.
Right, they didn't all go. They didn't all go into late stage syphilis.
They didn't all go to late stage syphilis. Some didn't just.
So the experiment succeeded to some degree, but there was like half of those people roundabout that just didn't get to be on the side that happened to.
Yeah, they still had the disease.
Yeah.
Right. Although I apologize. I need to correct something. They were not airmen. I don't know where I got that. They were sharecroppers.
What the Tuskegee?
The African Americans, the black people that were part of the experiment, were actually sharecroppers from Macon County, Alabama. Yep.
That's actually a confusion.
Basically, people, if I remember correctly, what sharecropping is when they basically get to till part of your land, and they get a portion of whatever they make on it.
Sure, like say you have land,
okay.
But I don't have no workers. A bunch of workers will get together and say, "Hey, we'll sharecrop it."
Yeah.
Oh, he froze. Josh just like end of the stream does that.
Airman, which is not the same as this Tuskegee experiment. But I think people mix that up.
Yeah, well, like I said, I think that I did. That's what I was saying.
I did too. Like I did not even right now, just when I was doing it. But the Tuskegee experiment was not the same as the Tuskegee Airmen experiment.
Right,
or
and that's
not,
Yeah, and
1930s was around the time that like they still weren't allowed to be taught how to read, though, wasn't it? Or is that maybe that was 1800s, like in the late 1800s? Maybe I'm
actually,
thinking too late.
hold on. To be fair, actually, they were the rules for Black people post modern era or pre modern era actually was heavily dependent on the area. For example, before the Nat Turner Rebellion, Black people were actually allowed to vote in Virginia for anything local.
Yes. School boards, that's what I was trying to read off when I was reading off the list the other day of like when they say women can vote. I'm like, well, that's not true.
I gotcha.
Women and Black people and white people could vote on all, like literally you see like they repealed it, they added back, they repealed it, like it changed rapidly throughout and varied from state to state.
Yeah.
It wasn't like they're like, go ahead.
Oh, go ahead. No, I wasn't trying to interrupt you. I was just keeping my own brain.
Sure. But yeah, so that's what I was reading when I was reading that list to y'all the other day. That's what I was talking about. Was like it's not easy to say. The question is when. When
Right.
was somebody allowed to vote? When was not somebody allowed to vote? Because it changed dramatically. I mean, like there's
And-
100 listings of different laws
Well-
passed or unpassed, and also for landowners. Sometimes they'd be like landowners can't vote, and they're like, oh, now landowner only landowners can vote.
Yeah,
And they
actually,
kind of showcase that in like To Kill a Mockingbird, which is taught in school or like a required reading. Sorry, go ahead, Dad.
Oh no, that's okay. I wasn't trying to interrupt you. I was agreeing with you. Along those lines, you got to remember that one of the major things that's a shift is we didn't have as strong a federal government back in the past, and so it was very state specific what the rules were for anyone. In Louisiana, Black people could be freed, and if they were a freeman, they were a freeman. And now this is early 1800s. This is before Civil War, and what would happen is it was very common in Louisiana that basically what would happen is a white affluent young man would actually take a starter wife who was octoroon, part Black, and that would be his starter wife. He would practice basically the family thing with her, and then he'd leave her a little something when he left, and then he'd start his real family. And so, like, they used to have these things called octoroon balls, where women that were Black wanted a chance to marry these white guys as a starter wife, and so. There was one guy. He's kind of famous, or rather, his starter wife is famous because when he died, he actually left her half his farm,
Nice.
which was something that didn't happen very often. Yeah, so
Well, her family. I mean, not. I don't know. This was a while back, so it's probably not her currently has that, but her like lineage.
Oh, I don't know, but I do know that she owned slaves. She owned, I think it was like 6 slaves to work the farm. And so there's a case of a freed Black woman owning slaves that were also Black.
There's literally like 1,000 Black
And
farmers
so-
and slaves
yeah.
that were Black. And
I feel like for they like when they get in that position, it's usually probably something along the lines of like, well, they're just glad to be out of their situation and to benefit from it, and like now they're out of it, they're not like.
Well, I think that when you're in the positive
makes sense.
position,
Mhm.
I think when you're in the positive position, it's hard to want to upset the status quo.
That is true. And that's
Right,
true
yeah.
for like every like time and space as far as like a society, right?
Right? Yeah. I mean, think about it. If something benefits you, even though you might have good intentions, if it benefits you, it's hard to say what line you draw before you're like, okay, this is too far and I have to do something about it. You're going to let it ride a little bit longer than you would otherwise.
Mhm.
it's good to know that even back then our racism was not so racist. It was a conjoined effort between Blacks and whites to do this deed.
I feel like there's a joint effort. It's a little skewed, but there's still like a joint effort there. Well, it's not even
Dr.
skewed 'cause
Eugene
the-
Dibble was a very much an African American guy that was doing these experiments.
Yeah.
That's-
But
Yeah, that one
even
was horrid.
before that, like, because originally we got our slaves from Africa, if I understand correctly.
And
So,
they
like-
were sold by other Africans to us.
Ghana.
Yeah.
Well, the thing is, they were already selling. My understanding, once again, as limited as it is, they were actually already selling slaves in the area. Matter of fact, I thought it was the most weirdest, like, surreal thing. So
Alistair, PhD.
you know they had,
Good.
they had that movie about the female warrior who commanded all the troops and stuff from Africa. What they don't tell you when they're trying to hype that movie up. This is 2 or 3 years ago. What they didn't tell you when they hyped that movie up was actually the country that she was a great warrior for was one of the largest ones that basically what those warriors would do was go get little tribes, enslave the Africans from the tribe to sell them.
Yeah. I haven't seen this movie that you're talking about, and I don't know like the real world like specific case that the movie was probably inspired by, but I do know the general concept. So I track your meaning.
Yeah. Give me a second. I'm gonna find it because I thought it was crazy.
So but like I said, this was definitely a consortium of blacks and whites. Like there were doctors and nurses that were black. There were, you know what I'm saying, and these were high level blacks. These weren't. Oh, this guy. I mean, like these were like guys that got MIT degrees and shit like that. Like you know what I'm saying. They weren't. They weren't poor black folk that just needed to make some money. You know what I'm saying?
They went to school for that career, and then that was what they chose to do with that career.
Yeah, very much. But
like we can agree, slavery is like not like by any means like a racially exclusive problem.
No, actually,
I don't know. Like
the racial exclusivity varies from country to country because like 1.5 million Christians were sold into the Ottoman Empire, which was a bunch of whites being sold to black, because that's what we did when we won wars.
Well, that's what I'm saying though, is that
like we got to do something with these prisoners. I know these people will buy them. That was literally the thought process. And it was easier. Now the cross race thing was easier to sell. It was easier to sell a bunch of white people to a bunch of Indians or Middle Easterners, just like it was much easier to sell a bunch of black people to, because people saw them as less than human. Both sides.
Yeah, well, really that's what I'm saying. It's not a racially exclusive thing. Like every race has done it.
Never has been.
Yeah.
And when we get technical, I think Arabs or whatever you want to, I don't know what you want to call it. I don't know if those are people from Egypt Arabic or African? Or
okay, that depends on.
It literally connects Europe and Asia, right?
Yeah, it connects Middle East to Africa, actually.
Does
we
it?
call it, Asia Minor to Africa. It's the northeastmost country that's considered part of the African continent. The thing is, they're typically considered North Africaners. But if you look at the history of North Africa's tribes and people and ethnicities and stuff, there's a much stronger Asia. And when I say Asia, that's the old word for the Asia Minor area.
Okay.
Middle Eastern influence. Then there is like when we say African, we almost exclusively mean sub-Saharan African, black people. But the fact is, the North Africaners don't really look the same. They actually look more like Middle Easterners, but they tend to be darker complected.
I got you.
Yeah. Now, obviously, there's a lot of trade-off in that kind of thing because populations move and cultures change, but that's the general
trade-off. What do you mean? Just like,
well, you can't say like there aren't ties to sub-Saharan Africa in North Africa. You can't say that some tribes don't have more or less, more Middle Eastern or less Middle Eastern, because let's not forget, like Rome held large tracts of land in North Africa for like a really long time. So there's some North Africans that have actually more European descent.
Okay.
And then there's some that are going to have some sub-Saharan, and then some are going to be more Middle Eastern. And as the populations move and change, as the needs change and what's available changes, those ethnicities tend to blend and then break apart and then blend and then break apart. And so therefore you'll have a mix of different varying amounts per area, rather than go, this one's all Roman, this one's all sub-Saharan Africa, and this one's all Middle Eastern. It doesn't really work like that. That's what I meant is it changes. So therefore, when we look at that, we actually are looking at what's the overall and where do they draw their culture from and where the majority of their genetics from.
Which is weird. You would think with how far back like that goes and like mixed couples go, you would think that there would be a little more of a uniformity with people now, if that makes sense.
Actually,
like, you would think it would settle towards like a middle skin tone, like across all of them.
I gotta say something. I see why. Okay, this puts way more context into it. The also study was an observational study of untreated syphilis, also university in Norway. Under the supervision of the department, blah, 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 treatment was withheld for approximately 2,000 patients with syphilis from the period of 1891 to 1910. The results of patient observations were later documented by a successor, Edward, blah, blah, in his paper, The Fate of Syphilitics, who the results of this great study influenced American researchers who conducted this Tuskegee experiment. So,
I'm not surprised,
that's why it wasn't some sort of racist thing. Probably was because science was looking that way with it. Because
Right.
they had
Or,
just reduced the paper 2 years earlier, and they're like, "Hey, we should do a study on that. We'll use African Americans."
right. I would say you can't say not racist, but rather there's definitely a racial component. But the thing is, that was not
Can't be
the
racist if the
core.
people that are doing it are also black.
Say,
I mean,
Well,
study.
all that does is clarify that they probably aren't doing it exclusively because they are racist. The two people,
Right.
white people who did it, maybe they did it exclusively because they were racist, or maybe they were also just doing it for the science, unwittingly of like the hazard.
Oh, okay. I should. Yeah. Actually, what y'all said makes me think I should split a hair that I was in my statement. Okay.
Mhm.
When I say racist, I don't mean as in we don't like black people.
Yeah.
What I mean is they're like,
No,
oh,
I get that.
yeah. What I mean is they're like, okay, well, no one's going to complain if a bunch of black people don't get treatment. Because at the time they did not have all the rights that they're afforded now, and the culture was poorer, and so therefore it was easier to get away with an inhuman experiment on a group that basically didn't have the means to say anything and thought they were going to be getting both treatment and money.
Somehow, I thought though that the fact that they were 600 people in the middle of Alabama had a lot more to do with it than.
Oh yeah,
like than the actual race itself. I mean.
600 people in
Small
Alabama?
town. Tuskegee is a very small town even to this day. Like
That's
there was,
true, that's true.
you know what I'm saying? There's like 8,000 people in the whole town, and that's today, not back then. I think they picked a small town because they thought nobody would hear about it, especially when there was no internet and stuff like that. Nobody could go out and be like, "We got syphilis and these guys did it."
Yeah, that's true.
You know what I'm saying? Like a bunch of small black people in a very small town, and I'm not saying black people didn't have an effect on it because sure, there's gonna be backlash, especially back then. They were probably thinking, better be black people than white people. Certainly.
Yeah, and that's what I was saying. That's where I was talking about the inherent racism, I guess you'd call it, or whatever you want to call it, where we just look. It's easier to look the other way if they're not you.
Yeah.
And that's why I was so surprised to find out that the ones conducting the experiments were black. Not that they conducted experiments, because once again, when you're in the position of authority, it becomes the what is it, the Stanford Milgram or whatever the hell it was called? You know what I'm saying?
Oh, that's like prison
the prison experiment, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
And so, but at the same time, that once they no longer had to, they continued to. That was the part that shocked me with them being black. Was I figured that they're like, okay, we're doing all this stuff, but it's for the betterment of everyone. But then at some point, it was no longer even for the betterment of everyone because we already had drugs that would fix the problem. And they kept going anyway. I'm like, dude, I was like, at some point, you guys are just insane. Like literally, like at that point, there's no rhyme or reason. You're literally just insane. Okay, I pulled up the thing. Okay, so the Woman King is the name of the movie, and it's the Dahomey, which. Yeah, that's the nation or whatever you want to call it.
Okay.
And they were one of the ones who did a lot of the selling of captives to the Europeans in the late 17th and early 18th centuries, which would be the 1600s, 1700s. And then it seized one of the major port cities, and it became the second largest supplier of captives in the slave trade. It says
it's about Boudica. Okay.
Say again.
It's based off of Boudica.
I don't know what that is.
She was an old Irish, like from a long time ago, an Irish woman that waged a war against Rome. Her side didn't win, but they did like a lot of damage to Rome.
No. I think we're talking about two different things.
Warrior King.
No, the Woman King.
Oh, my bad.
That's right. I might have said it wrong.
I got it flipped around somehow, apparently.
Okay.
Yeah.
And this is sorry.
Oh, that's okay. All I was gonna say is in the movie they make it out like she fought against the Dahomey and that the Dahomey were being attacked by other groups, but that actually is not how it happened at all. And so therefore, there's a big problem with the historical accuracy. And so you know what I'm saying? And so it was kind of weird that this is what they're applauding in order to have a strong female figure. And I'm like, they have to have a better strong female figure than that one, right? Anyway, that was the whole thing.
In the whole purpose of nobody ever told us about the Milgram experiment.
Milgram?
Yeah, you know what the Milgram experiment is?
I do.
Yale University psychologist Stanley Milgram. Willingness to obey an authority figure who instructed them to perform.
Hold on, sorry.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, don't read. Let me explain to you, and then
Okay.
Yeah, that's fair. My bad.
yeah.
Hold
Hold on.
on.
I'm echoing. I think. Kim.
Kim.
Hello. Sorry. Hello. Okay, here we go. Sorry, I didn't mute you. You can undo it once I'm done statements. All right. The Milgram experiment was a way to explain why the Nazis did what they did. The low level Nazis, not like the upper echelon, but actually why people just followed orders implicitly. And every time they did the experiment, people would they would naturally turn that dial every time. Didn't matter, you know what I'm saying? Because the way it was explained to them essentially was that what they were doing was acceptable, like authority of the government. Like if the government came to you and was like, "Hey, Cayden, we need you to be blah blah an undercover cop, whatever you do it," you're like, "Okay, I'm doing this for the government. This is what's right for society."
Mm-hmm.
Even if it's not, even if what you're doing is not, like, you know, we now have today. We know that like a lot of the arrests of the 80s of the drug war was a bad idea, but at the time we did think it was a good idea, like as a general rule.
Yeah,
So,
I got you. Like it's misguided nobility.
Yes.
Sure.
Actually, that's a great way to describe it.
But so when the Milgram experiment, and what they would do is they didn't know that they weren't actually juicing anybody, but they thought they were.
Mm-hmm.
And 65% of the time they would juice them and even crank it up as much as 300 volts because the orders came in to juice it up. And there was a point where people would fall off, but it wouldn't fall off to about 65% of the population is juicing somebody. Then people started getting nervous as the voltage got higher and higher and higher, and then it trails off.
Juicing somebody?
Electric. It was. They were administering fake electric shocks, but they didn't know they were fake. Yeah. And so basically, an authority figure would tell them to administer stronger and stronger shocks, as part of an experiment they were running, which actually they didn't realize they were the experiment. And even at the maximum voltage, they were still like 65% of participants, even though the other person's screaming and writhing in pain and all this stuff, they still just kept doing what they were told, they were told.
Mm-hmm.
Because they don't understand how they'd be like, we just were following orders. They really were just following orders. And any military susceptible to it, not something that they realized, because, you know, when they were like, oh, there's no way you couldn't have known. It's not that they couldn't have known. It's that they were following orders. That's
right. And at some point, you get to the point where you're like you conditioned.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, matter of fact, I can actually give you a really interesting comparison here.
I was gonna say, I think that's a concept that Ayn Rand talks about, the banality of evil.
Okay, I can see what you're saying. You'll have to kind of explain her concept or whatever.
It's just the idea of like you're carrying out an order because you were told to by a higher authority than yourself.
Okay, yeah, and
like
but the thing
even
is,
if it goes against your conscience.
Right, and there's a point in which you do that, and you got to figure soldiers. One of the first things they do is break you down to teach you to follow orders. So those guys were already equipped mentally going in. If they wanted to be soldiers, were probably ready to follow orders, and then they were conditioned to follow orders. So it's really hard to say at what point. Now, we can argue about their moral culpability, but their real world culpability. How much did they actually even think about the orders they were following, let alone contemplate what that meant?
Sure.
Mm-hmm.
And
this is also why they had the one step removed from. They weren't just having the soldiers shoot them and execute them. That's what gas chambers were either. It's a step removed from literally shooting them in the head.
Actually, there was a point in which they did.
They were, but
it was funny because when Himmler was present, there was actually a thing where Himmler was present for this. All right, he got upset because the German soldiers, in order to hurry home, they were gassing them, and it was causing them to die very fast, which of course made it very painful. Himmler was furious because the whole point was they should gently go to sleep and just not wake up. And so even in his inhumanity, he had this weird sense of humanity. And so one time they're lining them up towards the end of the war, and they're literally just shooting them in the back of the head. And one of the guys, I don't know what was wrong with his gun, but he kept shooting the person, and like he kept shooting them, and they wouldn't die because they weren't doing it right to where it was one shot, one kill. And dude, he lost his nut over that because basically the person laying on the ground suffering. And so it's weird because, you know, in the gun only thing, you're like, oh, okay, well that's because he was there. It's much harder when it's in your face, which is very true. But the gas, the mobile gas chambers that they were using, because that's what they would do. They would just use carbon monoxide from cars for the mobile gas chambers. He was actually still upset even though he wasn't present for it because that was not the intention. The intention was to rid the world, and I've always said, put that in quotes, of the pests not to cause suffering to people. And so he would lose his freaking nut over that stuff. So it's weird, as inhuman as what he did and perpetrated was, he still had this weird humanity in it. But he didn't not do it.
Sure.
I do
It's
say-
kind of like, I don't think these people should be here, but I don't want them to suffer unnecessarily either.
Right, yeah, it's kind of like the way we kill animals. And what were you saying, Cayden? Because obviously we both talked over top of you.
I don't even know if I was starting to say something. If I was, I don't even remember what it was.
Okay, your picture flashed up, so I assumed you were.
Yeah.
Oh, it just picks up audio sometimes if I like move my head.
But yeah, like I don't know if there was any more humanity in that than there was in the ski experiments, or there was any more humanity. I actually think, what I'm saying is like the perpetrators of it, or whatever the creators of it,
Yeah.
are susceptible to less humanity than say the average citizen would be.
Yeah.
And that was
Right.
true in Germany as well.
Yeah.
So, the average German citizen wasn't, they weren't Nazis or whatever you want to call them. They really
Mhm.
weren't.
They
Upper
were just-
echelon were.
They were just
But-
like workers. They were just like probably
Sure.
running bakery stores or delivering newspapers, or like whatever,
And I
mundane
really-
life was at the time for them.
I really think what they did with most, except for they did execute a few, but like, I really think that what they just said, that this was their line. They're like, if they're SS, they're Nazis, and if they're not SS, they're just normal soldiers.
Mhm.
Even
Well-
if it could sway either way, honestly.
Well,
in
to
their
be fair,
humanity of that.
interestingly enough, the Nazis actually had two different armies.
Yeah.
They had a Nazi army, which included the SS, and then they also had what is the German army, the Heer, which are literally just might as well be our army. So if you think about it, it was like the SS would become matter of fact, the SS would become the Secret Service.
Yeah.
In America,
Yeah.
or sorry, the OSS, which we had before the SS, is the OSS.
Actually,
Which,
it was military at the time.
Yep.
Then it became.
but
Service
we
became
actually
more
took a
of
lot of their scientists and we took a lot of their things, which I
Oh,
think
yeah.
honestly explains why
Mhm.
when the post World War II we were still doing crazy stuff, is because we still had a whole bunch of these guys who had learned from us how to do crazy stuff. They came over here, think they're going to get to do crazy stuff again.
Yeah, that
Well,
makes
they
sense.
did, didn't they?
Oh yeah, they did.
They did. That's
The
right.
guys at
But
CIA did.
That was like planned. It wasn't just like well, no, that's not necessarily planned. Getting them over here so that way they could help us with science was planned.
Yeah.
The inhuman experiments, once they were here, maybe to some degree intentional, and maybe to some degree or I guess the equal variance is like 50-50. I don't think there's like really a tertiary option here. Like you were describing before, I forgot the phrase used for it, but where like the death toll was coinciding.
Oh yeah,
of the experiment,
collateral damage.
Collateral, thank you. Collateral
Yeah.
damage, yes.
Yeah, and yeah, I agree. I think that but it's funny because like I said, when we look back through all these experiments and stuff, there's so many that you're just like, what the hell? Like who like I want to know who it was that okayed each of these.
Well, it's probably different people who okayed like different
Well,
ones.
I know. I want to make sure that none of those people are ever around again. You know what I'm saying?
Agreed.
Like seriously, it's crazy because it's like, how did we do these things and be like, oh, it's a great idea? This.
Good question. I
I
can't
wonder
imagine.
the same thing all the time. Like, whose idea? Like, who came up with that, and why did other people agree with it?
Yeah.
I want to
That's
know
because-
who pitched the idea to do certain things, like, and how you convinced other people that we can just kill off an entire people and this is fine.
Yeah.
Oh,
genocide.
So, like, just
It's a-
anything in general. Like, at what point did nobody go, maybe we shouldn't just murder an entire group of people for absolutely no reason other than our own wants and needs?
Well, I mean, the citizens in general in those cases, like they're on that whole don't kill people to do science. I imagine.
Oh yeah. Well, to be fair to the populace in at least America's case, once again, we didn't know what was happening.
Yeah.
The thing is, we were the ones being
Yeah.
experimented on.
I imagine unless you were upper echelon SS, I imagine they didn't know the concentration camps were happening either.
Actually, yeah. Do you know that my understanding was, now once again, this is not an area that I have a whole lot of understanding, but we had gotten early reports of the concentration camps, but we did not know the extent of them. We thought they were like the American concentration camps, because America had concentration camps too.
Sure.
Yeah.
And we executed some people over that. Like,
Yeah,
like we executed people that we thought were key, and we weren't always right either, because if it's wartime, there are going to be casualties that didn't actually belong, because you have to make these judgment calls. But
But
at
here's
the same
question.
time, when we got over there, we were like, whoa, this is like way different than what we had pictured.
Yeah, but would our concentration camps look the same if invasion happened in the other direction?
Oh, see, I don't know that, and I wonder that. I obviously, as an American, I want to think no,
Yeah,
but
I don't think
I
so.
do
Right,
know.
like I would like to think we wouldn't do that, but
Right, but that's the problem is thinking that way is not
Right.
always been
Well,
beneficial
the
to the
concentration
populace.
camps weren't death camps initially.
Initially.
They were concentration camps.
Yeah,
And they were just going to let them die off and slowly, you know what I'm saying, over a period of 10, 20 years and just die off with quasi-inhumane treatment,
Right.
but not enough,
Yeah.
to outright kill them. But they started losing the war big time. I'm sorry, the Germans
Yeah.
started losing the war big time. So they're like, all right, let's start offing them.
Yeah.
And that was the final solution for a reason. It was the final solution because they had other solutions before that.
right. Yeah, well, yeah, because the first solution was actually to deport them.
Yes.
That was actually their first thing is they tried to ship them to England and America, and we're like, no, thank you.
Yeah, and even places like Israel would only take them at price.
Yeah.
You had to pay a certain price to
Yep.
do it, and that's kind of inhumane in itself.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
that's commodifying a
I
person.
have a curious question.
Yeah.
Sure.
Was a concentration camp called a concentration camp because you were concentrating a group of people to an area?
Yes.
Okay. That's what I thought, but then I was like, I could be wrong. Like, sometimes my brain hears it and think it's a camp in which you go to learn to concentrate. Like,
Like
We
food
called them
camps.
internment
No,
camps,
that's
but
called
they
you
were
have ADHD and you need to learn to calm the fuck down,
Yeah.
so we're sending you to the concentration
No,
camp.
our
you think
concentration
that's-
camps were school. They're trying to teach you to concentrate.
Right,
That's kind
like,
of true. That's kind of true. That is what school's
because
for.
like when I first heard the term concentration camp, that's genuinely what I thought. Like it was like where you learn how to concentrate. I'm like, what's so bad about that? That seems like something everybody needs.
All right, it's
And then
8
I learned what it
o'clock.
was. And I was
Oh,
like,
sorry.
that's terrible. Sorry, go ahead.
Oh, that's okay. It's 8 o'clock, so I'm hopping off. This has actually been really fun. I enjoyed talking with all y'all.
Yeah, feel
So-
free to hop on anytime.
Yeah, maybe sometime we can actually talk about a positive subject instead of like the
Yeah.
most dismal aberrations of
you
humanity.
took it down this route, Mike. You did. I'm
Wait,
not
that's
even-
why I'm not the moderator.
Okay, fine. Well, we can talk about the last unicorn for like 2 minutes
Next
before you
time
go.
we'll
How's
talk
that
about
sound?
puppies and kittens and how cute and
Yeah.
fluffy they are.
The other day,
Rainbows.
No, okay, I'm not gonna lie. Talking about the last unicorn actually is worse to me than talking about this.
Is that
I
right?
do
I don't know
not
what
like
that
that
is,
movie.
so I have no
It's-
idea.
I
Not
liked
seen
it.
it
It
yet.
wasn't too bad.
It was just so
that's
slow, and the
entertaining.
music was always boring to me.
I didn't
It's
really
like-
follow the story, to be honest. But
Yeah, I don't blame you.
it was cool visuals, and it was something
Oh,
to watch
yeah.
drunk.
Something to watch drunk. I like it.
Yeah.
Let's make this clear, because last time we had a conversation about furries.
Mhm.
So
Say nice.
pick.
Okay, so next time we'll talk about me being gay.
Yeah, that sounds
No,
fair.
we
Deal.
can't do that, Mike. We can be mean to you despite the fact that you're gay, but we can't be mean to you because you're gay.
That's not true. We're America. We can do whatever we want. And nobody's allowed to do anything about it.
I'll
but
sign the
Twitch will probably kick
waivers.
us off.
I'll
Right,
sign the
you know,
waivers.
Let Twitch know. Be like, hey,
Yeah.
it's okay.
All right. All right. I'll catch you guys later. It's been fun, man.
Yep, you have yourself a good one, Dad.
Good night,
We'll probably
Mike.
be on
Have a good
tomorrow
evening.
if you're available.
Have a bad
tomorrow.
one.
Oh, Alistair, come on. He's cursing you, Dad.
Yeah, he
Cursing
does
Dad.
that. He does that. He thinks it makes him cool.
Alistair, are you even old enough to curse?
I can cast spells,
Yeah?
but I can't like say bad words.
Cast
Yeah.
spells.
The only
Yeah,
bad word
well-
I can say is Avada Kedavra.
Avada Kedavra.
Wow, that is you can't. That's an unforgivable curse.
Yeah, that is.
One of them.
Nobody will forgive you.
That part in the movie made me cry.
Harry Potter.
Which one? Because they kill a couple important characters.
When they were when what's his face was teaching them about the unforgivable spells and why they're unforgivable, like that whole scene really like I don't know, it just really jerks my heart
Oh, yeah.
in a really bad way. I think that's really horrible when you break it down and think about it. Yeah.
The part in
the water bug, like I
The
felt
part that
horrible for-
always made me really sad was Dobby's death, just because Dobby's lovable.
Yeah.
No, I
But I've never seen the movies. So I've only read the books. So
Kim, your audio, literally, there's so much noise through it. Like, not a single thing came through, like, audibly.
I heard her.
Did
I
you?
heard her. Yeah.
Oh, I guess it was my end then. Okay.
Yeah, I think you suck.
Well, dang. My bad.
Calm down, 56K.
56K.
Yeah, that's what kind of modem you got. No,
Awesome.
no. So like, when you're discussing stuff like that, yes, obviously they're dismal topics, but they're interesting topics versus
Yeah, and they
you
are
know
informative. Like
yeah,
it does help understanding of history, people, like how science got
sure.
to where it's at, how culture
Like
got to where it's at, all that.
I didn't know that they did experiments prior to the ski experiments till I read about it, and I'm like, oh really? They were doing them since the 1890s. They just did the skiing on the African Americans, which was sad and stuff like that. But they were also doing it on white people, and that was sad too. Like,
I
they were both
imagine
sad.
it goes even way before that, because like way back when people were first figuring out how like poisonous plants worked and stuff, one person accidentally touched it and died, and then some other person. Like, there's
Sure,
probably a
no,
lot of examples of like even cavemen tricking each other knowingly to like
touch
experiment with like
that.
fire and stuff. Yeah, exactly. Touch fire. Yeah, that's the one.
First time he touched fire, he's like, ah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like I said, but there's always limitations to and there's always cruel people and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Like I like to think nobody here is cruel. Except
Yeah.
for Jamie.
We're all good. Well, Jamie, I don't know.
She would totally
Alistair.
tells me to touch fire.
Alistair did tell Dad to have a bad day, so he's probably like the most vile person in the group.
To Alistair?
Yeah.
No, he's
He
got a
was-
PhD.
I'm also the coolest guy.
You do have a PhD in coolness, so like I can't deny that. That doesn't mean you're not mean, but I can't deny that you are cool.
Yeah, you can be wrong.
That's true.
Hey, everybody involved in the MK Ultra, the Tuskegee experiments, all those also had PhDs.
Did they? Well,
Yeah,
everybody who
they
like
were-
participated, or
They were scientists. No, the ones that ran the program.
Oh, the conductors. That makes sense. That makes more sense. I was saying, like, I don't know, maybe all 600 people in that one experiment all had PhDs.
No. They were all dirt poor.
We only torture smart people here.
Mm.
I'm okay with it. We'll do that.
Smart people deserve it.
Yeah, see, Dad's okay with torturing smart people because he won't be included.
Says the guy that's just about to get tortured.
Well, I'm against it because it's against me.
No, you're not smart. You're new smart.
Aw.
That's like practically retarded.
Well, hold on. He's
nowadays.
got a PhD.
Yes, but
Well, they hand those out to anyone nowadays.
yeah,
I got this for a nickel online.
we don't know what his PhD is in. It could be in lesbian dance theory. You don't know.
Yeah, exactly.
It could be.
You can be a
Why
science. It'd be really funny if you're a profession and you have a PhD, but your PhD is not related to your profession at all. Like I'm a scientist, but I have like a PhD in like literature or something.
Haven't you ever seen
That can happen. Like that happens.
What's that movie? Hold on.
Yeah, but it's funny.
It would
Have
be.
you ever seen that movie Legally Blonde?
Yes, but I was so young when I watched it. I literally
Okay.
only remember the ending.
She
with
had a
the court.
PhD, but it was in something. I can't. Hold on.
It was like something other than law.
Yeah. Well, you don't have to have one to go to law school.
Yeah, you just have to pass the bar, don't you?
That's true. That is
No.
true.
Well, you have to be able to go to law school. You just have to have a degree of any type. It can be in literature. You know what I'm saying?
Well, what level of degree does it have to be? A PhD, or can it be like an associate's degree?
Oh no, I think it just has to be a 4-year degree to go to college.
Okay.
For that, but like a 4-year degree, but like, uh,
I want to just take a
any
moment.
college degree, I think will get them into law school. You know what I'm saying? Like,
What, for people in general?
yeah.
Yeah.
Degree in fashion. It was a degree in fashion. She had fashion and merchandising.
Oh, okay, that makes sense for the movie. That does sound familiar. Like I said, I don't really remember
But
the movie
she
at
did have a
all.
4.0 GPA, so she was qualified for Harvard. You know what I'm saying? Like, even though.
Oh, she passed all her high school tests, but
Yep.
got
She had
PhD in. Okay.
No, she had a 4.0 there, and she had a 4.0 in her undergraduate degree in college to get her Juris Doctorate, and that's what she got for a law degree. I mean, like, that's just where she went. You know what I'm saying?
hmm
But like, yeah, you don't actually have to have a degree. You can do. And she scored a 179 on her LSATs, which is really high. So they didn't have no reason to keep her out, really.
Dude,
But
keep her out or kick her out?
like, keep her out.
Okay.
Get score. Yeah, I don't know what you have to LSAT.
Whoa. That'd have been Spencer.
Oh yeah, that was
Fine.
Spencer.
I can hear him from all the way across the other. He's laughing.
These are SATs. Hold on. Hold on one second. I'll give you the answer to that. What the minimum LSAT is that you have to do.
For what is this for? This for Legally Blonde. The not the
Typically, you
pat-
have to have between 171 and 176. That's what I'm saying. That's a really high score.
for what, for the bar?
Yeah.
Oh, gotcha.
No, for the LSATs.
What are the LSATs?
I'll
Oh,
give
law, legal SATs.
I don't know. I don't even know if that's the case, but it 180 is the max LSAT, so 179 is just the biscuit below the max score is 180. So basically, you have to be in the top 10%. You know what I'm saying 171 to 180.
To get through law school.
No, well, to get to Harvard Law School, I mean, other law schools will take it for less, but
Oh, so it's not just top 10% of people. That's top 10% of like candidates who try for it.
yeah.
I gotcha.
Yep, Law School Administration Test. That's what it stands for.
Law school administration test. Okay.
That's what LSAT stands for.
Which I didn't even know that. I don't know if that's the same thing as the bar that you take for law school.
No, the bar is something you take after law school, which is to become a lawyer, taking the bar exam.
Damn, so you gotta get
once
a
you study
4-year
all
degree.
that,
Yeah.
And you do another 3 to 4 years of law school, and then you have to take
if you pass the bar.
Kind of like doctor, same thing. You have to do about 7 to 8 years. So
That's true. All those are like very long term, like dedicated studies to be able to get into a position to safely until you know what you're doing, especially in the case of the doctors because of how particular the human body is.
yes. But yeah, that's what LSAT means. But anyway, so just
Trying to this tag, and I'm having a terrible time trying to get this tag off. So I'll just work bother that later.
Like you could see the moment he's like,
okay. Jamie can chime in here. You want to hear Jamie chime in?
Jamie and Alistair can both chime in. Alistair's been
No,
here.
Alistair can't chime in. He's too loud. You can chime in. You can peep in quietly.
Yeah, Alistair, can you whisper your thoughts to us?
Here, I got him turned down to 3 bars. Alistair, go ahead and talk now.
What's up?
Ah, there we go.
What do you think about damn, what were we just talking about?
We were talking about PhDs.
That's right.
I was like,
we can't ask him what he thinks about PhDs. You already know what he's going to answer. He's going to say he has one in coolness.
Yeah, but we don't know if it's in coolness. He could be in gayness or whatever.
Okay, that's true. That's cool. That's true.
He has a PhD in gayness.
You have a PhD in wall painting.
Wall painting?
That's
Wall painting.
I don't know what any of the real obscure PhD subjects would be.
Yeah, I have a PhD.
I have a
Pretty
PhD in
huge
putting my clothes on.
document.
I see you did there, Alistair.
What?
I got the joke.
I heard that joke you were about to make and then stopped suddenly.
Huh?
What?
I didn't catch what Kim said. I'm starting to think she might be
He seemed like he hesitated, like he wanted to say something else and then didn't.
Well, I was looking around for an example of something obscure that you would go to college for. And then I mean, it's just a blank wall in front of me.
Lesbian and dance theory.
Sure, I don't think they have a college course in that.
I've seen. I haven't seen. I've heard people who have a PhD in that, so I feel like they have to have a course for that for you to be able to get one.
Maybe you just pop on Coursera.
Oh, Dad, you're muted.
Oh, hey.
All right, some of the weirdest PhDs is this. You can get a PhD in ultimate frisbee.
That would be pretty cool.
Yeah, it's like, yeah, I have a PhD in frisbee. I'm really cool.
You can have a PhD in ping pong.
It means you're at least you've been slightly athletic for the last 8 years, so it still means something.
Tea husbandry.
Imagine getting in on a frisbee scholarship.
Actually, you're right about Alistair being loud.
You can get a PhD in intimate relationships with artificial partners.
What?
Nah,
What?
that can't be real.
That's the list.
I gotta look this up.
There is no possible way that's a
PhD
real
in
PhD.
relationships with AI.
Hey,
Say it again.
it happens.
The PhD in artificial partner. What is that?
A PhD in intimate relationships with artificial partners.
Interdisciplinary research in areas like human-computer interaction, sociology, psychology, and ethics.
Okay, so it's not what it seems.
I was gonna say, when it's described like that, it sounds cool. Like that's something that I can look at and be like, yeah, AI's on the rise.
Like
That would be a cool
relationship
field.
between AI. It may sound like you have a PhD in dating robots.
Yeah,
Maybe they do, or they will.
maybe.
They
Maybe
are
one day.
like the braver of the AI.
I feel like that
How
would be
many
more of a like an extracurricular in high school than a college type degree, though. If it was something that specific and niche.
I know.
You'd be
like,
surprised.
These are literal PhDs, so
Yeah.
I'm gonna get my PhD in
Dude.
being married to a bridge.
I'm gonna get my PhD in
Oh!
ultimate frisbee because that just sounds awesome.
It does sound cool. When you brought it up the other day, I was like, hell yeah, let's play some Ultimate Frisbee. I should have seen it, checked if they had some at the dollar store.
Well, like I didn't know that PhDs were outside of the medical field generally, like until like this was like when I was like 15 or whatever, and I was like,
Can I have a
Yes.
PhD in being named Alistair?
um,
I'm
Sure.
pretty good at that.
Because you're
oh, I
out.
know you
no.
know that right.
Because there's other people named Alistair, so you'd have to like compete with them for
Yeah,
that
but
spot.
like, name an Alistair who's better than me. That is real.
Here you go. You can get a PhD in saphonology.
Exactly. He's changing the topic because he knows he can.
Okay, and a saphonologist, what they do is the methodology of retrieving and managing information in any form.
Oh, okay, I thought it was gonna be about safes.
No,
Yeah, you would
not
think.
safe cracking.
Yeah, well,
Safeology.
there's something about safes.
PhD in dramaturgy. Kim, you can get a PhD in dramaturgy.
What is dramaturgy? That's just trauma or thaumaturgy, but with drama.
Yeah, it's drama and
Drama
theater.
dumping.
That's a PhD in drama theater.
I can get a PhD in trauma dumping.
Trauma dumping.
That would be kind of cool. Well, that would be cool. That's just
Oh,
a therapy class.
You can get a PhD in manga. And yes, it sounds just like what it sounds like.
Okay.
Dang.
Nah, like just studying manga. It's gotta be to like draw your own because there's like a lot of people that are doing that now.
Well, no, it could also be about like it. Well, you know how they have literature and they have more specific ones. They have like Western literature. Maybe it's just like it's Japanese literature, just Japanese literature. But
Manga
they're specifically
theories
talking about
become
manga.
professors, researchers, authors, and manga artists. So you
Okay.
don't necessarily have to be
Oh,
a
okay,
manga
so
artist.
Cayden's right and I'm wrong.
That makes sense.
No.
I
Well,
honestly
you
couldn't even like.
You
catch
can
what
be a
said.
researcher or an author. You don't have to be a manga artist.
That's true.
Yeah.
But I mean, like, if you're gonna do like a whole college course on it, would you really get into it just to be like,
Yeah, there's lots of people with literature degrees that are like they like do just to study literature, not because they are a writer or a reader. They're
Here's a
studying
degree
literature.
in Fantonology.
like Fanta the drink?
No,
No,
Fanta.
Fanton, like with a T.
Fentanyl.
It's actually helping people coping with dying and death and grief.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, I was just you know what I'm saying like.
Oh yeah, it's the scientific study of death and grief.
Yeah.
That also seems like it would be that seems like that should just fall under like the medical field umbrella.
It probably does. It's probably
Yeah.
some sort of.
Oh yeah,
medical field.
it is a medical field.
Mhm. So that does exist as a college degree. It's just like probably like 1 week studying in college compared to like all the other medical stuff that.
I don't think Cayden knows what college
Hold
is
on.
like.
The University of Liverpool offers an MA in the Beatles.
The
Guys
Beatles?
should get that.
I
Guys
could
should
do
get
that. I could get a bachelor's in degree with the Beatles because I'm.
There we go.
That makes sense.
Here we go. We wait for Alistair to grow up, and all 5 of us we get our bachelor degrees in the Beatles. We study their songs.
I don't know what that means, but I agree.
All right, we're on board. Let's do it. Let's dedicate like at least
Something
40
with
years
Brent's
to Beatles.
point that nobody got to hear. His point was Ash.
Was ass?
I feel like there should be there should be college classes. Well, because there's stuff like art classes and stuff like that. I feel like there should be one for like rap music because of how much of an art medium it's like formed already.
It is really popular. I mean, that again would just kind of fall under music. Like they would
Well, yeah,
probably
music,
call that
but
music.
rap is like classical is different than like rap or something in ways that you study it. Like they have very different like everything. To where like sure they are both music, but they're both very different music. Like they're not similar really. So I feel like you would like if you're studying it because of specifically that genre. I feel like genre classes are important. I mean, maybe
Hold
it's
on.
like a major class, but
I wonder if you can actually get a PhD in racism or something like that.
The probably that could kind of fall under eugenics, under like again the medical field. I feel like.
Yeah, like psychology, like the psychology of like.
Yeah, these are specialized fields.
Oh, it's probably like talking about the history.
Yeah, that's not.
Yeah, it'd be like history or psychology, like it'd be like the study of like why people are racist or something like that.
No, I'm an actual like. Do you have a, because at some point they had to have degrees in that, right?
What have those like?
Well, that's like saying having a degree in breathing or something,
I'm sure there's a degree in that. Don't count it out just yet, Alistair.
That's fair.
That's true. I know plenty of people who can't breathe.
Well, they have like doctors that do specialize in fields like
Kim,
dentists.
we found the degree for you. It's a PhD in breathing.
Oh, I can do that.
She can.
There
do
you
that.
go.
Well, I don't know. She smokes. I feel like.
You're right.
Oh yeah, you smoke. You can't do
There
that.
are times where I absolutely forget that I'm even supposed to breathe and will stay in there for a good few minutes not breathing and then suddenly gasp for air.
We'll look for a PhD in lack of breathing. Okay.
That part.
Okay.
That's like true for like our entire family, isn't it? Is like the
Lack of
slightly hindered
breathing?
breathing. Not lack of, but slightly hindered, because a lot of us have sleep apnea.
Yeah, a lot of people either smoke or vape or something.
Well, those two, those play into it too.
Yeah, but that's like half the world.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know. There's a lot of people that do it. There's a lot of people that don't. So it's like.
But Kim does have a master's in smoking too many cigarettes.
Cigarettes, yeah.
Cigarettes
Cigarettes are the only one I won't touch for
A
that
pack
reason.
and a half to
That's
two
not
packs
true.
is a lot better than the 5 packs a day I was smoking one week.
I just don't
Better.
touch anything at all.
You know what? As long as you are
Stupid.
like weaning yourself to lower amount of cigarettes, it's not like adding to as much, at least to like potential cancer risk. Whoa.
I did not. He didn't. You came in way too.
Yeah.
Try that again, Alistair.
Alistair came in with that Balrog tone.
Hello.
There you go.
Is your like mouth in like right up against the microphone, Alistair?
Kinda. Yeah, I don't really have much of a.
That's fair. I was just asking because like there's like a slight fuzzy static quality to it, and I figured that must have been what it was.
Yeah, it's I usually keep it like all the way across the desk, but like I decided to bring it closer so I'd be louder.
I wonder if Jamie can get a PhD in homemaking.
Homemaking?
Yeah.
Like home ec, but like really, really important.
Well, maybe that's like house building as well as like house maintaining.
That's called carpentry.
No. What do they call it?
Oh, they don't have one for.
Oh no,
at home.
there's a program, home economics.
Yeah, that's what I said. Well, I mean, I said home ec, but it's
They do that in like school, but I don't know about for.
Well, that's what I said. I said it was like
Yes.
home ec, but expanded on.
Certain universities do
That's
get
fair.
PhDs in home
201.
economics.
Yeah, University of the Philippines, Dillman. Dillaman? I think it's Dillaman.
A dolman is what happens when you soak a guy in vinegar.
A Dillman?
Yeah, he
I don't want her schooling me on that shit.
Pickled
She's
people.
like, listen here. This is why we're doing it this way because I have a degree in home economics. I'm like, oh damn.
I have a degree, so I'm better than you in every single way, shape, and form. That's just.
Yeah,
Well, at least in that like
that's how people
field.
with PhDs work.
Sexy.
It's like I'm better than you as a person because I have a PhD and I went to school.
You're right. That is kind of like how people.
I
do that
wasted my
sometimes.
life, so therefore I'm better than you. Oh, take that.
Jamie said she would. She'd get a degree in home economics.
That'd be cool. Well, instead of getting a degree, why not go on like Coursera? Because like you can get like degrees
Okay,
from
she
the
wants-
same
You've
schools.
mentioned
It's
this
a
a
like-
couple
doctorate
times, I
degree.
still don't know what it is.
I want
know
a
what
doctorate
Coursera is?
in being a housemaker.
You want what, Kim?
A doctorate in being a homemaker.
You can't do that. You have shitty homemaking skills.
There's Coursera courses. Like you don't have to
you
go to
want to go to
college
school so that
specifically.
you can't do it.
I've
Okay.
If I go to
I've
school
never
to get
heard
a
of this
degree,
in my
I'm
life.
not gonna do it.
honestly would, but I am not built for school.
School is not fun.
Good question.
I don't even know how to follow the conversation because I didn't hear what either Kim or Alistair said, and now we got.
That's because they scream into their mics instead of talking calmly.
I'm
Alistair's,
talking normally. This is just how I sound.
which that actually came through pretty good.
When talking normally.
I said I totally would get a PhD in something, but I am not built for school.
Yeah,
Nobody is because
Well,
school
but you got a
is
point.
like not formatted well at all.
not for like
Well,
certain.
not in America at least. There are places that do it well, but we're just not those places.
Even in America, like with specific like cases like ADHD kids, those like school doesn't seem to work as well for them as like neurotypical kids.
No, actually, it has nothing to do with neurotypical. The biggest disparity between schools is gender. Male,
Between
female.
schools is gender.
Mhm.
Yeah, if
How's
they
it-
had boy classes and chick classes, people would do a lot better.
Yeah, gender has a big effect on whether people graduate. Like, because
I didn't know that.
hormonal blasts through certain periods. I mean, I don't know if you've ever been 15, but all you like, you're taking an F just so you don't have to walk up to the blackboard because
I did.
Yeah,
you got well. I mean, guys, like we have dick problems.
yeah.
Like,
Like
that's
we
100%
literally
true.
were like, no, I take that F. Thank you.
Cause like I was horny and like a horny kid around like the age of 13, and then like once I got like 15, 16, that like fell away, and even then you'd get like the random quote unquote random pop-ups that you just didn't want the class to be able to see.
Sure, and then it's just blood flow. You know what I'm saying? You're like,
Yeah,
like
it's
I still
natural.
get, and I know at my age it's not supposed to happen, but I still get. I wake up in the morning with a rock hard boner.
Every morning, 7:30.
She
Like
times it, I guess.
No, she knows. She every morning. I'll be sleeping and it'll be like she'll just be like, oh, there's Josh's direction.
It's like sometimes his lower
One
body
time I
wakes up
literally
before he
looked over, I
does.
was like, oh, that's what time it is.
He said something, but he's like garble.
I said sometimes your lower body wakes up before you do.
Yeah, that's true.
Sometimes I won't even be awake.
Both of his heads just pop up.
Alistair, you always have to play stupid when it comes to that. You are forever 9.
She's blunt, but she got a point. I don't even hear about this.
Oh my god.
What the fuck is wrong?
9's old by Alistair standards, apparently. Alistair, how old are you now, actually? I don't even know. 15? Okay, 15.
Yeah. Soon I get 10, 16, I can get the tattoo.
Yeah.
Oh, the family tattoo?
Yeah, the one that you don't have because you're.
I don't have it.
'Cause
Yeah, we all hate you. It's fine.
Well, I don't know. Tattoos, like I put like a shit ton of
Well, to be
consideration
fair,
into, and
Well, yeah, but I feel like I do too. The thing is, I feel like this one I don't need to put that much consideration into it. It's like I have.
Well,
my
his
entire
problem
life.
is he doesn't know whether to get the male tattoo or the female tattoo. 'Cause
wait,
he-
wait, show me that
that's
tattoo
true.
again, and then zoom in. Is that a cross?
yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's a
you
cross
don't
and
you
it
don't
says
have
this.
Mjolnir?
No.
It's not my
I thought-
religion.
Oh yeah.
I- I thought every single person had Mjolnir as
No,
like their.
actually, they all started as crosses. What we did was we adjusted them to Mjolnir.
Oh.
Yeah. They just
Me and
replaced it with
James had them
Mjolnir.
first. Me, James, Matthew, and them had them first.
Hmm. And then my family has all the Mjolnir ones.
Yeah.
And then Alistair, which one are you getting? Are you getting like a Mjolnir? Are you getting a
Cross.
Christian cross?
The cross.
I'm probably gonna get a cross.
Do Jamie
I
and
don't
Kim
know
have
if
the
I'm
cross?
Christian, but I'm definitely getting a cross.
Excuse me.
I think I'm gonna get a pill bottle when I get mine.
I don't know. That
Well, I
isn't.
think personally-
It's more in consideration now for me for sure.
You didn't hear my funny joke.
I heard your funny joke.
Oh, you just didn't think it was funny.
No, I was.
Oh, jokes happening? What?
Nobody think it's never you, Alistair. We're never talking about you.
Wait, I'm never a joke? Yes, I know it. People always
Right.
trying to tell me I'm a joke, but I'm glad you said I wasn't. That I
Well, even if that was the case, aren't you a professional cool guy? Why are you letting it get to you?
Yeah, exactly.
He
I
gets
don't
angry about
really care about
He's
stuff
got
like that.
anger issues.
Well, I feel like everybody's got anger issues to some degree.
I don't have anger issues, Cayden. Shut up.
Okay, my bad, Alistair. At least you handled that like calm, cool, and maturely.
Yes.
I just keep muting him. Ha ha. No. I'm just-
Yeah. Is that you doing that, not him?
yeah, I kept fucking muting him. Just to fucking
Okay.
see if you get
Okay.
anger issues. Just to see if you get anger
I
issues.
was trying to make a funny joke. Okay, I was gonna say I'm Zen, and no, not like Half-Life. But then while I was talking, you muted me, and I don't like that. That's not very nice.
Everything's in, okay?
But the other Zen is spelled with an X, so that's how you know the difference.
Well, yeah, nobody likes that. That's Chinese in.
Well, I was just thinking about Half-Life. That's the weird alien dimension that you go to.
What, in Half-Life?
Yeah, they have like a freaking Black Mesa has like a portal to a dimension called Zen with an X. And
Yeah,
it's like
that's
a weird
right.
thing. And that was originally going to be in Portal. It was going to be that in Portal when you escaped, it turned out that Aperture was like on Zen or something like that. Like
There was like that
And they
whole
changed
ship crossover with like Portal and Half-Life 2, which when
Yeah.
Ryan comes on, you should really talk to him about Half-Life, Alistair.
Oh yeah, well, Portal and Half-Life are still in the same universe because Cave Johnson in Portal 2 talks about Black Mesa. So
Yes.
they are in the same universe.
And then the Borealis is in both games too, like Portal
Yeah.
2 and Half-Life 2. I don't know which chapter though.
The original ending of Portal 1 was going to be that when you escape, you are in Zen, which is like the alien dimension, like I said, they discovered.
That would have been so cool.
Yeah, it would be like you walk out and you're on an alien planet, so it turns out Aperture is like on an alien planet or whatever.
Yeah, that's exactly what I did.
Have you guys ever seen that movie, The Cube?
Yes.
No.
That movie is so good. I love that movie. And the way you described the ending there, Alistair, that was exactly like what it reminded me of. So originally, that was how that movie was supposed to end.
I've
too.
seen the Cube and the Cube 2, so.
Oh.
I've also seen the third one.
Yes. Okay. Fantastic news.
Three.
Yes, there's three of them, but like the second one and the third one are like nothing in common with the first one, like genre wise and style wise.
I'm reading the description and it just sounds like it's a game. Like it doesn't even sound like a movie. It sounds like a game.
Yeah, it sounds like one of those like Mr. Beast challenges.
It sounds like a co-op puzzle game that you would play with. Like everyone has special. It's like the IMDb description makes it sound like it's a video game and not like it's like a bunch of strangers wake up in a cube together and they have to escape using their special skills.
I'm gonna have to cut out early. Y'all guys can keep talking. I just gotta cut out early, and I'll probably be back in about 2-3 hours.
Gotcha. That sounds good, Josh. Oh, we'll
I'm sure Ryan will pop in here in a minute. Do it.
I was gonna say Ryan should be popping in a minute, and around like 10 or 11, I don't know. I might have to hop off around that time.
Okay, just keep the stream running and do the.
Yeah, we'll do this for now until you get back.
Now, when I jump out of the stream, you can still run the stream, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I think so.
I have Twitch access in case anything like that happens.
Well, does the host leaving
if you leave, I think if you leave, it will cut out of the thing though. So I don't know if we can.
No, because I can jump in even when Josh isn't hosting. So no, it's fine.
Okay.
So you've had to disconnect before.
Yeah, but will it be live though? Because I'm pretty sure it's going live off of his like thing.
Off of his thing.
I'm pretty sure he when it's live, he's running it. Like he's the one broadcasting.
Yeah, but we can still hop in even when he's not online.
Well, yeah, like
for the live?
Be live is what I'm saying.
Oh, okay, my bad. I didn't understand.
Yeah, he is broadcasting, but I don't know if it's running through his computer or if it's running through Riverside.
You're right. We'll give it a shot. Just go and hop out, Josh, and then we'll see if it like closes, and I'll message you.
Yeah, because we'll see at the top because it'll say live.
Yeah.
It'll stop saying live. Nope.
Okay,
he's
we're good.
Okay, so we don't need him. He's useless now. We can kick him out.
Alistair, your audio is going crazy.
Yeah.
Connor's on. Wait a second. Maybe I can get Connor and Ryan. And then let me let Josh know.
I was talking earlier and I sounded like Connor and I didn't like it.
You didn't like that?
My voice sounded like Connor and it was just weird. Like I wasn't me.
We Okay. Wow. Okay. Everybody left. It's just us now, Alistair. I messaged Connor and them. We'll see if any of them hop on. But I'm gonna hit my little bubble pop again.
Now I have to actually be like present. in the conversation.
Yeah.
Now I'm like the only person here.
But here's where we take like one of the less like serious topics, because like usually we talk about politics, relationships, history, stuff like that. So we can take like a lighthearted approach. Like we were already talking about games. What kind of games are you into right now?
Right now I've been in my puzzle games phase. I've been playing a lot of Portal and like there's this game I play. I think I told you about it. Baba Is You.
Baba Is You?
Yeah, I think I told you about it.
Maybe.
Oh, were you
Baba
not here for that stream? 'Cause I was telling everyone in a stream, but I don't know if I think it
Oh,
was just one that you weren't here for. Like, you remember that one stream that you weren't here for? I think that was the stream.
it was probably 2 streams because I was out for like 2 or 3 days.
Yeah.
At least.
I know. I think one of the streams that you weren't here was one of the times that I was talking about that.
I have seen this though. That is a fantastic game.
Yeah, it's like a block pushing game, except like you get to make the rules of the game.
Yeah, it's
And
such a sick concept.
And it's very fun. I like those types of games. Well, I mean, I call them block pushing games, but what they're actually called is Sokoban games because it's based off of like an old Japanese game that was like arcade or NES game or something like that.
It's called
Where
what?
It's like,
Sokoban?
Sokoban is the original game, and there's games called Sokoban games. They're just like based off of that. It's basically it's an old Japanese game where you would push boxes into slots. Like that's it. You push boxes into those slots, and that's it. And so now there's games that are like that. And Bob has used one of those games where you push blocks, but obviously you don't.
Yeah, I'm seeing like some gameplay. It looks wacky. It looks cool.
Another really good one is I don't have it. I want it though. It's called Patrick's Parabox, and it's really fun. It's about like Patrick's Parabox.
Oh, 10 out of 10. This looks cool.
Yeah. It's a great game. But I don't have it. I just watch people play it because I don't have it. Yeah.
Me and Connor were playing one for a bit. Well, I guess it's not quite like this, but it's 5D chess where you can move like into side timelines, future path. You have it? You want to play some?
5D chess. Yeah, we can play at some point. I'm not very good at it though. I just kind of sometimes things will happen and I'll like look at what it's happening and it'll just not make any sense.
Am I hearing ambulances on your end?
Oh yeah, sorry.
Well, what are you playing?
I'm not playing anything. I have headphones. That's my background.
Okay. So
Jimmy's watching videos.
Oh, okay.
Computer, and so I'm in the living room. I don't have a room.
I got you. Yeah, that's fair. You're 15. Like it won't be too long before you're getting a job and you'll be able to get a room yourself.
Yeah. Well, actually, you know that the big building next to Nana's house? That's gonna be mine soon.
Is it next to Nana's house?
The
big one
building. No, it's still on Nana's property, but it's that big shed area, that giant shed, right?
The shed?
It's a shed, but it's about the size of the house, honestly.
Doesn't Grandma Woody live there?
Like a second house. What is it? Aunt Kat, she lived in there a long time ago, like years and years ago. But now it's been empty for a while, so we're gonna like clean it out, like make sure it's actually good and pretty, and then I'm gonna go in there.
I didn't even know that was I didn't know she moved out. I thought she was still living there.
No, Aunt Kat hasn't lived here for like years.
Okay, so like when I saw her last time, it was just she just came down to visit.
Yeah,
that's right, because we helped her get in the car.
She was visiting, yeah.
Yeah, that should have been obvious.
And that's also why she wasn't here like Christmas or anything.
You're right. She was here Thanksgiving, but not Christmas.
Yeah.
Huh. Which I guess is kind of fair because, like, you know, she was kind of struggling a little bit. So like, I get why she didn't feel like coming for Christmas. Like, no ill will towards her for that.
There was a game I wanted to tell you about, and then we started talking about that, and now I forgot what the game was.
Okay. 5D chess.
Yeah, we were talking about 5D chess, and I was like, oh, I have another game I want to tell you about, and I forgot because we were talking about Aunt Kat and like stuff like that and stuff.
All right. Well, if you remember the game, just let me know. I did get two. I got two.
I want to be able to alt tab, but then I have to be unmuted because you can't use the push to talk while I'm alt tab. But also, I have background noise, so I don't want to be unmuted, just unregulated.
No,
so
I got you.
I have a weird. If I alt tab, then I'm just silent until I unalt tab. Until I come back.
Have you seen the show Arcane yet?
No, but I know it's about League of Legends.
Okay. I don't know if you'd be into League of Legends. I still play that, but 2XKO is on like PlayStation and Xbox now. I believe it's got crossplay.
There's a game I played that was like League of Legends, and I really liked it, so I probably like League of Legends.
Oh, is it Dota?
No, not Dota. I know Dota. That's like the Valve version. I know. Yeah, but no, it's called Pokemon Unite. It's like League of Legends but with Pokemon.
Oh yeah, for the mobile. That one's awesome.
It's not just for mobile. It's on every. It's like all on Nintendo consoles, everything. Yeah, you can play it on. Well, yeah, it's on everything.
I forget that
You play
Nintendo
on
only does
mobile and you
consoles.
play on Nintendo. Yeah, Nintendo. The only time Nintendo really lets it slide is like mobile, but that's about as far as they'll go. Like they'll put stuff on mobile, but they don't want to like taking stuff off. Like all their games are exclusives pretty much, except for like Mega Man because that's like Capcom stuff.
That's true. That is all true.
But anything that's owned by Nintendo stays on only Nintendo and nothing else. Like Mario, that's never ever leaving Nintendo. You're never gonna be able to play Mario on an Xbox.
No,
Well,
no, you
legally
won't.
speaking, I mean maybe if you get like an emulator and
Yeah, but
stuff,
then they'll do like cease and
Nintendo will
desist.
never let you do that. You can do it yourself, but Nintendo's never gonna let you do that.
All right, Ryan's not gonna be out for like another hour. He says.
Dang.
In fact, maybe that's what I do to chill in the meantime while we talk. Is I open this up on my phone and then I go to my room and play 2XKO. It's a fighting game and I've been trying to get people on board with it.
Yeah. You were talking about that the other day.
Did I mention it the other day?
Yeah, you mentioned it a little bit.
Okay, my bad. I got really excited for it, so it's been on my mind.
Like offhandedly, you were like talking about it.
Yeah.
There's a freaking.
What is there?
Well, I was thinking about I like Half-Life, but I found this game recently. I actually didn't find it recently. I found it a while ago, but I think I'm gonna play it again.
Mhm.
It's like Half-Life, but it's a game called Lambda Fortress. It's a mod for Half-Life that well, actually, I think it's a mod for TF2 that lets you play TF2 characters in Half-Life. If you know TF2.
Yes, I used to be really big into
And not
TF2.
Titanfall.
Not Titanfall.
Yeah,
No, I never played
Titanfall.
Titanfall.
Whenever I mention TF2, people it's like, oh, Titanfall 2? It's like, no, Team Fortress.
No, that TF2, Team Fortress 2 is the first one I think of when I hear that. And Lambda
Yeah, I do
Fortress.
too, because I never played Titanfall, but a lot of people always talk about Titanfall. So.
Well, this looks fun. This is kind of like Gmod, just that fun crossover concept. It's on
Yeah.
Steam.
What?
I need to reinstall. Have you ever played Baldur's Gate 3?
I know Baldur's Gate. I actually think I have played Baldur's Gate one time at Mike's house, but
Wait, which one did you play? Like the old one or the newest one?
I don't. It was. I think it was a new. I think it was like a new one because it was like very good. Like it wasn't like super.
Did it have like fully animated cutscenes and stuff?
It was like super like high quality like.
Okay, that's
I
the
mean, I
new one,
couldn't tell
yeah.
because I forgot to bring my glasses, so I was blind the whole time. But
Oh, well then I
it was
guess
good for what I could tell.
it's phenomenal. I love that game.
It wasn't old.
What? Old?
Like it obviously wasn't old. It wasn't like super low quality or anything. It was,
Oh, I
really
gotcha.
good.
Then
Like, it was
yeah,
obviously new.
it's the new one. That one's so good. I gotta see if it's on discount on PlayStation 5 or any of the consoles because that one you can get like 300 hours in and still have like a
I've
before you
so many
completely
good games
class.
on Steam.
You
I
have
can't
any?
wait to. I said I have so many good games, but I actually have I don't know how many Steam I have. One second.
Yeah, what kind of good games you got? Because like
Okay,
the game
apparently
Witcher 3,
applications
Cyberpunk.
that I've opened are 135 because anytime I play a game for the first time, I add it to my favorites so I know how many games I've actually played versus games I just have in my library.
That's
so
fair.
I played 135 games.
135 different games.
Yeah, on my Steam.
Which one's your
Some of them are free
favorite?
games, but-
Like, what's your favorite out of all the
my
games?
favorite Steam game? I guess I'd have to say TF2 because I have the most hours in it.
That's fair. Time is bonding. So
I don't know which one's my favorite, but if I had to look at the numbers are telling me that apparently it's my favorite because I have way too many hours in it.
Did you ever play Skyrim? Like I know it was like a little.
A long time ago I bought Skyrim and then immediately after I lost the account. Like I got birthday money and so I spent it on a bunch of Steam games. Immediately lost the account the next day. Didn't even get to play a single one.
Oh, that's a shame. That sucks.
Yeah, that was like years and years ago. That was like when I still lived in the back room at my dad's house.
Hmm.
Like
Oh,
now
that was back then.
Now I don't go in that room. Like I just sleep in the living room. Like I don't go in that back room anymore.
At all for Josh's house specifically?
No, I don't really go in there because I mean there's nothing in there for me to go for anymore.
Yeah, I mean,
It's
there's a.
dirty. I didn't like it because I don't like sleeping in there. But I didn't like sleeping in there like later on because there is like there's a roof but there's no ceiling, and so I'm paranoid that like a little witch is gonna fall in my eye or something. I don't know. I think I'm just weird like that, but I'm just so afraid that something like that's gonna happen.
Worried that what's gonna fall in your eye?
Like a wood chip or like what's it called, insulation or something like that. Like I don't want any of that.
Oh, the popcorn, the
There's no
ceiling popcorn
ceiling.
stuff.
There's no ceiling. There's a roof and it's like insulated, but there's no ceiling like separated from like all the insulation and stuff.
Wait,
So I
maybe
don't like going in there.
Okay.
Because I have anxiety and I'm like, oh no, it's gonna fall in my eyes or something. It never has. It never will.
Yeah,
I'm
that's
so
kind of
afraid
the thing
that's
with
going to.
anxiety. It just gives you like irrational fears of normal things.
Yeah, like it's never going to. No, I'm never gonna have like a piece of wood fall in my eye or something, but like I think it's going to. I really like Celeste, but I haven't beaten it.
Oh yeah, I heard that one's really good. It's like a platforming
it's like
game.
Platformer, yeah, 2D platformer.
You seem like you really like your platforming like games, like
Mario.
Mario.
I like platformers like Mario and stuff.
How do you feel about Sonic?
Sonic's pretty fun. I enjoy it.
Most people that I see that are like really big Mario fans are usually there's like a there's like a dichotomy. Yeah, they have a rivalry exactly. Sonic and Mario specifically, and then even with like the Mario and the Olympic Games, Sonic and Mario and the Olympic Games. Siege?
Yeah.
Like Rainbow Six Siege?
Yeah.
Yes, I played it. I'm not gonna lie, it was too hard for me.
I played it a little bit. I bought it and played it specifically so I could play with that streamer that I watched that played it. Because I played with the streamer because he was like on TF2, so I was like, oh, because he was like one of those streamers where like he plays with the viewers, and so I was like, oh, can I join your party, whatever? So I played with him. But whenever he did Siege, I would just watch. I wouldn't play because I didn't have Siege. So I was like, oh, I should get Siege because I mean, he was fine with me playing with him all the other times, so I figured, oh, Siege is no different. And they're like, yeah, if you get Siege, we'll let you join. So I played with them for a little bit. And I did really good one time. One time.
That's impressive still.
Of the many times I played, I had one really good match. We were doing private matches where it was just us, like him and his friends and me. And it was like me and him versus his two friends. And freaking, I instantly killed like both of them. And like he was just off in another room trying to defend a different entry point. And I just like wiped out both of them with barely taking any damage. And that was the only good run I ever had.
Which that's still a pretty good run.
I still gloated about it, even though that's the only time I've ever done anything good in that game. But that's not going to stop me from being a jerk about it. What am I going to do? Be a hypocrite? They can't stop me. That's never stopped me in the past.
Being a hypocrite?
Yeah, exactly.
Well, that's fair. Like you change like stances over time.
I like Tabletop Simulator because you get to play like board games, and I like being able to play board games for basically free. Because it's a $20 game, and then like you get board games for life.
Board games are pretty sweet. Some of them are. A lot of boring ones exist.
People have replicated 99% of board games in like inside the Tabletop Simulator.
Oh, it's a specific game that's Tabletop Simulator? I thought it was just like a general.
There's a game called Tabletop Simulator where you get to play like with cards and stuff, and people have recreated most games inside Tabletop Simulator.
Oh wait, that's pretty sweet actually.
You can play Monopoly, you can play card games, you can play pretty much whatever you want.
Hold on, I'm gonna be right back 1 second because now it's gotten to nighttime. It's a little cooler out, so let me go turn up my heater so my cats are warm. Oh, and I had the kittens are outside, so I gotta see if they want back in.
So, how's your time? I know no one's watching. Not little me.
All right, I'm back. If you're still there, Alistair.
Yeah.
All right, I've proposed like a lot of topics today and for the past couple of days.
Yeah.
Did you want to bring a topic forward?
I'm not good at that.
Well, just talk about anything you like. Like you'll naturally be excited about talking about whatever's interesting
Well,
to you.
yeah, exactly. Like we just talked about that. Like that's about all I like.
What, video games? You don't like I don't know, shows?
Well, yeah, but we just talked about the specific. See, because I'm interested in certain things at certain times. You know, I have like phases that I go through and I just switch through them. Like right now, I'm in puzzle games, so I've just been playing only puzzle games, and we just talked about what the puzzle games I like. So now I just talked about all the games I like. And I mean,
Okay.
obviously, we don't have to talk about games, but like,
So you've got
I
like
can't really think of anything.
you got like a hyperfixation on games right now? Puzzle games?
Yeah. I get hyperfixated, and right now my hyperfixation is puzzle games, and then it changed. Like my last one
That's
was
perfectly fine.
Plants vs Zombies. My last one was Plants vs Zombies, and I did nothing but play Plants vs Zombies. Like it was the
Plants
only
vs.
game I
Zombies?
played for like a while. I got the new one.
Oh, there is a new
They
one.
made
That's
the
right.
remaster. They made like a remaster, and
Yeah, the Garden
people
Warfare,
people
right?
didn't like it because it's not very good. No, it's a remaster of PvZ1, the original.
Oh.
Yeah,
Wait,
and it's
you
quadruple the price.
Oh, I mean, is it
The-
cool?
The
Like
original
outside
wasn't
that?
that much though, so it's not that big a deal. Like the original was like I think the original was like $5 and the new one's like $20, but still quadruple the price. It's crazy. And most people don't like it, not because it's like a bad per se, because it's still Plants vs Zombies, so it's still good. But like, it's not really that good.
They don't like the way it was restyled.
As a remaster, it's not very good.
Oh, it's called Plants vs Zombies Replanted.
Yes. Well, I mean, for one, people didn't like that they used AI to upscale the art instead of just drawing brand new art. Like that was better. Like instead of making brand new big art. And what thing is, the people who worked on the original Plants vs Zombies said that if EA reached out to them, they would help them make their new remaster, but they never did. Like EA never did that. But they said if EA, they're like all the people who worked on the original game was like, they're like, oh yeah, if EA reaches out to us, we'll happily work on the game, the new remaster that's coming out, and then EA never did. But they said they would have if EA reached out to them.
Wait a second. I thought the remake. Okay, I saw like the cutscene in the trailer for the remake where it's all like 3D and stuff. I thought the game was gonna be like that.
No. That's
still
just
2D.
a cool cutscene. It's an animation that they're using to showcase the new game.
I was gonna be so on board if it was just a 3D version of the game. I thought that would have been badass, but
Honestly,
no,
3D
not the
Plants vs
case.
Zombies would be kind of cool. Like a 3D, because obviously Garden Warfare is 3D, but that's a shooter. That's not Plants vs Zombies. That's a shooter game. Like an actual Plants vs
tower
Zombies game that's
defense.
3D. Like a tower defense game that's 3D. That's like Plants vs Zombies. That'd be pretty cool.
That would be awesome. But I don't know. Like, there's a lot of companies making games like these days, so maybe before too long we'll get to see either like that or something like that.
Yeah. Have you ever played Buckshot Roulette? That one's pretty fun. I have that.
No, I haven't. I've seen a lot of people getting on board for it. It looks really cool. It's got the card system.
It's
You
really
go through a
fun.
bunch of rounds. It's really sick.
Yeah, it's pretty fun, and there is multiplayer now. Like they added that like a year or two ago, so
Ooh.
you can play together.
That would be cool.
I played it with my dad.
Buckshot Roulette.
Yeah, it's pretty fun.
I gotta update Steam and stuff. I don't even know if I have enough space to like start downloading some of those games.
Oh,
But-
dang, it's cheap too. It's $33. Like it's $3. No, it's $3
$3.
for an amazing game, and it's $3. That's like crazy.
Buckshot Roulette. Well, it's not the price I'm worried about. It's just like I don't know exactly what game I'm gonna play next, so I'm not gonna grab it and download it. Or is it on like a deal or something?
Well, no, I'm just saying it's crazy that it's like such a great game, and they're like, oh, $3. Because usually games are expensive nowadays. It's like
That's true. Most games are very expensive these days.
I see games that are like $40, $60, and it's like $20, and it's like, oh yeah, $3. But that's what I love about indie games is that they don't charge too much. Usually.
I was gonna say that's like the best thing about indie games. They don't charge you much, and for like if the not all of them because there's a lot of like shitty ones, but like the best the good ones, the ones that people recommend are always like more than worth the like more than enough bang for the buck.
Yeah, exactly.
That you pay for it.
And like some of them are on the expensive side, but even now they're not that expensive compared to like even like the newest games. Like Celeste is $20, which is decently expensive, but it's not like expensive. Like
Yeah.
$10 is not that much.
That's the price I paid for Silk
Same
Song.
with
That's like,
yeah, exactly. I was gonna say Hollow Knight and Silk Song. They're like $20. That's exactly what I was gonna say after that.
have you played those?
Because I have not played Hollow Knight, but I know it's made by like 3 people.
Did you play Silk Song?
No, I didn't play Silk Song. I would always play Hollow Knight before I play Silk Song, anyways. I'm a big fan of playing things in order, but like I played Portal 1 before I played Portal 2, that kind of thing.
I think it's okay for some franchises to skip it, just because there's some cases where there's like such a large gap between like the games that are franchised, and the same for movies. Is like there's such a large gap. Well, maybe movies less so actually. There's a large gap of time usually between, or in some cases for like games to come out. So it's like, well, if you go back to like the older games and play those first, like you do get more context and stuff, but at the same time you have to trudge through like older gameplay. And that can be like a little jarring, right?
Yeah.
All right.
I have to alt tab to like talk to you because I was on scene.
You're good. You're good.
Well, I really want to be unmuted, but I can't really do that.
You can't?
No, because I have crazy background noise, so it would be like interrupting and everything.
That's fair.
That's why I'm using push to talk.
You're the only one in here, so it'll be less of an issue. But if you want to like stay muted for a little bit, we could also just chill until like we got another person on here. Because I don't think it'll be too long before Ryan or one of them come on. We'd be leaving like dead air, but I mean, considering how often we've streamed recently, I don't feel like that's unacceptable.
Yeah. I'm probably gonna go like lay down at like 9:30, maybe 10, like something like that. Like I'm thinking like 10, I'll probably sign off.
I gotcha.
That's the time I usually go. Like 9 to 10 is like usually when I head out.
I have a tendency to stay up way later than I should, and I do need. Like I won't go to bed that early, but I gotta be in bed by 12, so I gotta limit my.
I usually on normal days I go to bed at 8, honestly. Because I need more. I feel like I get more tired. I need more sleep than most people. Like I get tired way earlier. Like 8, I was like I'm good to turn in. But honestly, I mean, with school, I mean, you kind of wake up early anyway.
That's true.
8. Like, cause if I go to sleep at 8, say I fall asleep at like 8:30 to 9, then I have to be up at like 5.
Yeah, school starts really early.
Though I heard that next year they might be increasing it by an hour. Like they might be setting it ahead an hour. Like the time that like middle schoolers are going off, we might be doing that, and then their middle schoolers are going to also go up an hour. Because,
so you'd be going at 6?
Yeah, there's gonna be a new law that's like it's like school can't start before a certain time because like they're saying like it's not good for students to be up that early and stuff like that.
It's not good for students, and it also makes the commute for like parents or legal guardians like a lot harder just because
it's just not really good. So
if you go to work at 9 but you have to drop your kid off at 5. Sorry.
But I heard, anyways. I don't know. I didn't do a bunch of research on it. I just did very first page of Google level of research. I didn't really delve too deep into it. But I just thought it was interesting. I hope they do that.
Thought what was interesting.
Well, the fact that they're going to be if they are going to raise up the school by an hour, like an hour later.
I would say all the schools should start at 7, just because like no matter what time of year it is, it's usually going to be day or close to day by 7.
Well, the schools have to go up by time.
Go up by a time?
Like high school has to start at a certain time, and then middle school has to start after that, and then elementary school has to start after that. Because in most schools they use the same buses for middle, high, and elementary. Like they all use the same buses.
Hold
so
on,
they can't be starting at the same time. Oh, Connor has.
I disagree.
I
disagree.
Feedback. Yeah, you got echo.
I have spoken.
Connor has spoken.
Connor as well.
Yes, my liege.
I can't change my echo recording.
You can't?
Yeah.
Settings might have noise suppression adjustments, like that little slider.
It says I can't be changed while recording.
Oh.
Yeah, we have to stop recording. Cayden, did it make you the host?
Did it what? I don't think so. Like I have all the same.
Do you have permissions?
No, I think it's still only Josh who gets that.
Yeah, it's just we're all guests, so we can't end the recording until we're stuck like this.
Yeah.
Did you know PhD actually doesn't spell professional cool guy?
Yeah, it doesn't?
Yeah, it was not supposed to spell
it's professional home remedy doctor. With a
I think you forgot the R.
No. The remedy is silent.
I see.
It's pretty, huge document.
Oh yeah.
Perfectly honest, dude.
Exactly.
pH dichotomy.
Well,
But you can't just say pH and then say a word that starts with D and then say that's a joke.
no,
That's
I
not a joke.
think you can. I just
I
thought
did.
of it.
You can't just say
Yeah,
words
you already
and
do,
pretend that it's a
Alistair.
joke.
People have dichotomy. True.
Yes, yes. Well, no, people study dichotomies. You don't
Study
get
SPSD.
PSD.
You said people
Well,
study.
you said study, so it's like the acronym doesn't make sense.
Well, no. The PhD means what you're studying. It doesn't mean the person. So it's
No.
practicing home remedy doctor.
Professional
Forgive him,
house
Connor.
doctors.
He's a little special.
Professional Hudgens delivery.
Duh. True.
Oh yeah, that's a pretty good one. Pyramid head. Duh.
True, yeah.
Pyramid head, dang.
Mm.
You know, we're talking horror games now.
Board games.
Horror games.
Oh, horror games.
Yeah, I said horror games.
Oh yeah, if you want to talk about horror games, Lost in Vivo is really cool. Silent Hill is obviously fantastic. That's fair.
Well, I like horror games, but I don't like horror games because whenever I play them, I obviously, it's a horror game, so you get scared.
Yeah, but that's like the whole thrill of it. I like horror games, except for FNAF. That was the only one that was genuinely too scary for me, and I don't know why.
Oh, dang, that's crazy. I was gonna say, I thought you were gonna say it's not scary. Oh, Jesus Lord. That's really loud.
Yeah, Connor, I don't know if
Yeah,
you need
Connor,
a
it's so
industrial
bad.
noise suppression.
Like, can you guys, I don't know.
Huh.
I can't even talk because, like, hearing myself talk, that like disorients me, and I can't talk.
Okay. You didn't really feel like you had much to converse. If you want, like, me and Connor can carry for a minute.
Well, okay, now I want to talk because I've been talking now, so now I'm
Okay,
muted.
awesome. Let's
I
talk
mute
about horror
my
games.
mic for the reverb.
Yeah, let me do the same for mine, but we'll
Yeah.
just do push to talk.
Yeah, you can hold spacebar while push to talk.
Yeah.
So, what was it? What was I saying? Oh, yeah. I thought you were gonna say that FNAF isn't scary, and I was gonna say, well, yeah, it's not supposed to be.
No, for me, it's the only one where like the jump scares were genuinely too much for me, even though it was such a simple game. Every other horror game, Outlast and like Silent Hill and stuff like that, no issue. But that one,
It's like a pencil done.
The critics of the Five Nights at Freddy's movie were saying that it's bad because it's not scary, but the whole point is that it's not supposed to be scary. Like, that's not the point of Five Nights at Freddy's. No, the Five Nights at Freddy's movie isn't very good, but that's not why it's not very good. Like, the reasons they were saying were not the right reasons. Like, they were right for the wrong reasons.
Connor, I think you need to do the push to talk too, because
I'm in a league match. I don't know how to set it up.
you would have to alt tab, you click mic.
Yeah, you have to alt tab and then hold space on the website, so that's the whole thing.
But
Yeah.
Connor, I won't play any league tonight. I do want to play 2XKO now that that's out on
gotcha.
console.
Very nice.
Which, by the way, you were expecting me to go rock climbing today, right? Did I already message you about that? Like, it was post haste.
Today, or like yesterday.
Okay, yes. My
Today.
mom says that the medication I'm on, you're not supposed to drive while you're on it. Or
True.
rather, like for the first couple of days to like, there's potential mood swings, so they're worried about like driving under the medication. It's like mom didn't want me going for the long drive, and then on top of that, I had left my phone in their car, so I didn't even have like a way of contacting you or my coworker. So like the whole
True.
day till
You could have told Damon.
The sound
He was already-
makes me want to kill myself.
by the time I woke up and like realized I could have told him on Tuesday. Wait, you were expecting me to rock climb Tuesday?
Yesterday. Yeah.
I thought we had talked about Wednesday and Sunday were like the days we had discussed when you were over here skateboarding.
No, you told me.
Did I?
You really told me on Monday. You said I'll see you tomorrow. What time?
Okay, my bad, man. I didn't even have like my medication yet, so I was still like a little loopy at the time.
Yeah, Cayden sucks.
Oh, come on.
Smash.
Okay, point is, I'm so excited for 2XKO and I want to play that tonight. But also, I can still go on Discord and like voice chat.
Yes.
So there's at least that. We can hop in with Cameron. We can talk about horror games like we were doing with Alistair. We can talk about 5D chess. Alistair plays that. He's really good at it.
Okay, I wouldn't say I played it. I have it. I played it a couple times.
You wouldn't?
It's
Well,
a
neither is
novelty
mine.
item.
You said you were a pro. Novelty.
I did not say that.
It's definitely not novelty. It's awesome.
Well, yeah, that's what I mean. That's what novelty is. Like, it's something that's cool, but it's like, I have it because it's like, it's cool. I don't have it because, like, it's the craziest game I've ever played. It's just really cool.
Well, then,
So I play it every now and then.
if you're only looking for the craziest game you've ever played, you'd be stuck with just one game.
That's not true. It's called,
Okay.
there's a thing called tying. It's a very real thing.
Well, you said the greatest game ever, basically, right?
I said craziest, but yeah.
Okay, one. Okay, but there's only one craziest game.
Not necessarily. It's called tying.
Oh, tying. I thought you
If
said
there's two
time.
games that are equally great, then they are the greatest. But they're both. You can't say that one isn't the greatest.
Like you play 10 out of 10s and all 10 out of 10s, but you
No,
don't
I
really want to
don't
bother with.
play all 10 out of 10s. I have other games. I don't have it because it's a great game. I have it because it's a cool game.
Okay.
Like, I don't have like the best game you ever played. I have it because, like, oh, it's pretty cool. Also, the echo is actually going to make me kill myself.
Yeah, because I was following what you're saying at first, and then it started to kick in after.
I'm going to rip my hair out. I'm going to, like, tweak some stuff there.
Oh, that's right. Okay, did we want to talk about I feel like the best way to like Venn diagram my interest, your interest, and Connor's interest is psychological horror games or movies.
You know Venn diagram sucks for like circles?
Huh? Venn diagram?
Yeah, like circles are objectively the worst shape to make Venn diagrams with.
What, would triangles be better?
Yeah, it's like you're gonna make a square. You're gonna have like 5 different.
All these squares make a circle.
You're gonna have like 5 intersections.
Yeah,
He wants a dodecahedral fucking.
A circle is literally the worst shape that you can have. Out of all shapes, it is the worst one.
Why is it the worst one?
It has the least amount of maximum things. Like a Venn diagram can have at most 3. Like you have 3 circles, and you can't have any more. Like you can't do 4 circles.
You can have 4 circles. You can have 5
No, you
circles.
can't.
I can literally hold on. I mean, it'd be a pentagram at that point.
No, I'm saying the rules are that. Okay, you cannot have more than 3 circles where you can have a place to put every single possible combination. Like if you have
Watch
A,
this.
B, and C intersected with circles, right? You cannot have 4 circles where you can have every single possible combination of A, B, C, and D with circles. Oh, you're muted when you're talking, by the way. Like Venn diagrams are mathematically the worst shape to do.
I think the bigger problem is that you have less space in the middle to write. True.
That too. But you can always just get a really big diagram.
Yeah, just draw bigger circles.
Yeah. Exactly.
But then one of the circles is gonna have to completely engulf 2 of the other circles to make it to the 3rd circle.
Well, yeah,
What?
but having 4 circles is not possible if you want to have it so every single type of person could be represented.
Yeah.
Like you cannot have 4 circles that shows A, B, C, and D as every single combination of those. Like it's just not possible with circles. You can do it with squares, triangles, but not circles. Circles are the worst shape, and yet they're the standard for some reason.
I think it's because I'm about to say because it's easier.
Yeah, and most of the time you don't really need more than 2 or 3 for a Venn diagram. Yep. Like you typically don't need more than 3.
I say they're gonna get too confused after the 3rd option.
So like, if you want to have like 4 and you want to do squares, that's cool, but that's almost like never gonna happen. And it's gonna be confusing. But it is funny that they are the worst and also the standard because they're the easiest on the small scale.
I'll be honest, I don't quite follow, like, I don't quite track your logic on how it's not going to have enough space.
No, I'm not saying, I'm saying if you have 4 circles intersecting each other, you cannot have a way for 4 circles to intersect each other where you cannot have a combination, every single combination represented. You can't have every single combination represented with 4 circles. I watched a video on it a while ago. Because I like math.
Oh, I see what you're saying now. I looked a little closer.
Yeah, but with the squares, you can have all 4 of them like left, right, top, bottom, and it'll make
yeah.
all
So
4.
you
can use square Venn diagram,
or D, or AB, or AC, or AD. But like with circles, you can't do that because you don't have like they don't intersect properly.
Oh, I see
the triangles.
yeah, the square intersecting one. It looks like it could just go on almost infinitely, basically.
Yeah. Almost all of them can do that, except the only one that can't, circles. And yeah, it's the standard because it's the easiest to look at on the small scale, which is really all you need. You don't need high amounts, but it is funny. At least to me.
Funny, like haha funny.
Yeah, like I find it's like ironic that like the standard is technically the worst.
But what if it's optimal for time?
Nobody likes you. I kid. You guys ever played Balloons?
What is it?
Balloons?
Tower defense?
Yes.
Yeah, I played it before.
Alright, good. So, what's crack-a-lackin'?
I keep forgetting that you have to you can't alt tab.
Yeah, it's really annoying. You have to like alt tab and then come back.
Yeah, so if like you stop and message someone, you have to like alt tab, click back on, click on the page itself, and then hold space.
Yeah, sometimes you have like weird, awkward, like gaps in your speech. Like you'll ask me something and I'll alt tab and then talk.
Yeah, what you said.
Yeah, exactly.
It's the echo, man. The echo's making it rough.
So much.
We can give it a minute and just like once Connor's finished with his match, then resume. Because this probably wouldn't be good for viewers trying to sort out what we're saying either.
Yeah, exactly. The viewers are real. They're real in my mind. I don't know if Dad's there. I don't know if he like left. Oh wait, no, I think he's still there. So you could ask him to like end the stream and then restart it. Because he is still there.
Yeah.
What, like restart it when he's available?
Well, he can do it now. He's still there. Like he's in the house. He's just doing something.
Who's in the house?
Dad, like, so you could ask him to quickly, like stop the stream and restart it.
I suppose, but why do we need to restart it?
Because the reason we don't have echo cancellation is because the stream is going. We have to turn it off to be able to do that. So we could turn off the stream, turn on echo cancellation, and then turn it back on.
We could also just wait for Connor to finish his match so he can alt tab and just click the mic button and hold space when he goes to talk.
Yeah, but then he's never gonna talk because he's gonna be in his league match and he can't talk.
Yeah, I'm gonna start another match, so.
Yeah, okay.
Connor, hit the mute button. And then when you hold space, when you alt tab, like in between rounds, you can hold space and talk, and that's like.
Yeah, maybe we'll talk less and we'll appreciate that.
Yeah, I was about to say I would talk once per round.
Yeah, you can like talk in between rounds. That's like it. So you have to give it all your commentary about all the things you talked about in between rounds. So you like say like everything you want to say, and
or just like whenever you back to base, or whenever you like finish a fight in arena, like either of those are perfect opportunities to alt tab.
I know.
Unless your alt tab just doesn't like work while you're in the league full screen.
It's not that okay. It actually functions.
Yeah.
Yeah, like when you have a Valve game that's full screen and it's not windowed, and you try to alt tab it like freeze up.
Oh yeah, true.
Like if I'm playing like Half-Life or Portal or Team Fortress.
True. It doesn't go 16 by 800.
And also sometimes it'll go da 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 da. I don't know what it's actually called. But that happens all the time. Like you alt tab out of like a source game and it'll go da 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 da. TFT used to go all the time on like bad computers. I love TFT.
Alright. Sorry, I got myself distracted. I was responding to Johnny. Which Connor, how would you feel about watching the new Silent Hill movie in theaters? And you, Alistair.
Good question. I
Maybe
don't know
you
what it's
sound too
about.
bright. Oh, it's about Silent Hill. It's Silent Hill 2.
I never played Silent Hill.
That should be like a group thing we do on the streams at some point.
Watching Silent Hill?
Yeah.
Well, have one person play and we all can just hang out and talk for like while it's
Yeah, I never
playing.
played Silent Hill.
You don't play Silent Hill?
I never played it.
Okay. Well, there you go. You could have you play it, and everybody else can just sit there and be like, "Oh, we know the story's coming," but he doesn't know it yet. Oh, Connor, how's Blackbeard's laugh go?
Gee, ha ha ha.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Oh, you watch One Piece?
No.
Connor, get back. No. I started watching One Piece, which cuts out all the filler.
Yeah,
and like,
I watched One Piece. I started watching One Piece instead of One Piece because of that.
it's so much more efficient. It's just so much better.
Yes, like I run through it much faster. I still am not even close to being done though. Cause I haven't. I talk off. What I do is I'll watch One Piece for like a month and I'll stop for like 6 months.
Which, I mean, that's still fine. It's still like a long series, even with the smaller
but they
version.
just finished season 1, so.
One Piece?
Yes, they just finished season 1. They're gonna start season 2 like sometime this year. I don't know.
No, the next arc's the final arc in the manga, and they're almost caught up to the manga, I believe.
Yeah, no, but they're still making the manga. It's not over.
Yeah, but like
they're still writing and they're still making anime.
So is season 2 gonna be just the final arc?
No, they're gonna keep making seasons.
How?
What do you mean? There's gonna be more episodes to make. They're making off of the manga. There's keep making manga. They keep making episodes.
The manga's almost done. Like the guy Oda or whoever already said it was basically.
I'm pretty sure Oda said he's still writing. Like he's still gonna be making One Piece.
Well, he said the next one's his last arc, so if that's the last arc, I don't imagine. Like, I don't know if I'm misunderstanding you.
I don't know. I heard from someone that it's like One Piece is still gonna be going on for a while. Like they said, it's gonna be a seasonal anime. I mean, maybe the final arc is gonna span across multiple seasons. I guess that could happen. I guess both could be true. It could be a final arc, but the final arc is like really long.
It could be really long. That's fair. It could be like one extremely long
arc. It could be
arc.
like, oh yeah, it's the final arc, but the final arc takes like 5 seasons.
And also the way Netflix and those things do, it could be season 2 could be like OVAs and movies and stuff. 'Cause that's how old animes would do it with like Yu Hakusho and stuff, or the Futurama movies on like Hulu would get separated as their own season.
All of One Piece that is currently out, that's season 1.
Yeah. And I know they've had at least like 2 movies, I think.
Yeah, they've had a couple of One Piece movies. I haven't seen any of them though.
Oh, it looks like way more than a couple movies, actually. It looks like they did a Dragon Ball style like movie of the week. All right, I'm gonna be right back. You guys chill, talk, and whatnot.
Yeah, apparently there's 15 One Piece movies. Sound like you're clicking away there. So you're playing League?
Yeah.
I haven't played. Well, I actually played League one time, but I haven't played League really. But I have played a game that's just like it.
Dota?
No, I don't. That's exactly what Cayden said. No. No, that's the Valve version. No, I play Pokemon Unite. It's like League but with Pokemon. It's like League but with Pokemon. It's very similar. I mean, I don't think it's as technical. Like it's not as hard as to get good at as League, but it's very similar. Like it's basically like the same game.
Yeah, that
But
makes
with
sense.
Pokemon, obviously, instead, and you like evolve your Pokemon, like as you like beat up the enemies and capture points and stuff.
It's pretty cool.
It's very fun. I played it with Tim a little bit.
You played 5D chess. I think you'd like that.
I like to play. Yeah, I have 5D chess.
Yeah, it's pretty fun.
Yeah, if you can like actually comprehend what's happening.
Yeah,
I
true.
mean, it's fun to do either way, but you can win if you know what's going on. Well, actually, you can win no matter what.
Well, yeah, I feel like it's hard to trap them into a place, but other than that, it's pretty fun.
I feel like I don't understand all what happens every time I play that game. Like I was
Yeah,
playing
I
this
mean-
AI, and it said I was in check, and I was like, I kept trying to look at how to solve it, and I didn't understand how. I
solved all the tutorial levels, but when you're like battling another player, there's always a way to escape from like a check. Like it's never check. It's almost never checkmate because they can.
Yeah, like to be able to actually checkmate something like that game, you have to be like incredibly smart.
Yeah.
Or
I
lucky.
think I beat Cayden a few times, but
I've recently been replaying Boredom. So that's fun. And I have the new Plants vs. Zombies game.
I've not played it.
Well, I mean, it's Plants vs. Zombies 1, so if you played it, you probably, like, it's the same game, but it's a remaster. I just like it because I'm desperate for new content. About the only new content in the game is that there's new achievements. That's about it.
I got you. Oh yeah, I played the original Plants vs Zombies, but I don't know if it's like Warfare.
No, it's a remaster of the original Plants vs. Zombies.
Oh, gotcha.
So it's still a tower defense game, yeah. It's pretty fun. Even though, like, Plants vs. Zombies is a tower defense game, but it's not at all like any other tower defense game. Like, it's not like Bloons, where like they're just running on a track or something. It's like there's 5 straight lines. Like, Plants vs. Zombies are very different.
Got you.
But apparently they're the same. I feel like Plants vs. Zombies should just be its own genre, but you know.
Yeah, true. Yeah, I mean it's kind of like a tower defense, but.
Well, yeah, it is technically tower defense, but it's not really tower defense.
Yeah.
It's not like any other tower defense game. Like, you cannot tell me that Bloons and PvZ are the same game.
Yeah, true. I'm trying to think of another game that's similar to it.
Yeah, I mean, there's some games that are like similar to PvZ that are based because of PvZ, but I wouldn't really say they're tower defense. I feel like we should just call them their own genre. They should call it like PvZ likes or whatever you want to call it. You know, we have other genres like that. Like, we have genres that are named after games like, you know, Metroidvania and stuff like that.
Yep.
You know, Metroidvania is named after Metroid and Castlevania, so we should just have Plants vs. Zombies should be its own genre.
True, actually.
Have you played Buckshot Roulette?
I have not.
It's like Russian roulette, but with a shotgun. It's a lot of fun. It is much more cool. I've been playing a game called Baba Is You. You ever heard of that?
I have not.
It's like a
game.
no. It's kind of like yeah. It's like a block pushing game, but the blocks are rule blocks, and they make the rules of the game, and you can just change them at any time, basically by pushing around the words.
Oh, cool.
So like the sentence, like you'll like see 3 blocks that are like Baba is you. That means you is just a property, and then Baba is an object. So that just means that you control Baba. But like it can be anything. You make a rock as you, and now you control all the rocks in the level or something like that. And like you do that with like stop, wall is stop. If you break that, now the walls don't do anything. You can walk right through, stuff like that. And it's very fun.
Sounds like that Yu-Gi-Oh game that was only in the show called Yu-Gi-Oh Dice Monsters.
I've never played Yu-Gi-Oh or seen Yu-Gi-Oh. I just know about it.
Dice Monsters is only in the anime. It's not a real game.
Yeah, it's not like a real thing.
Yep.
Well, I like Pokemon. I know there's like one really fun Pokemon game is like I don't know what it's called. Oh, it's called Pokemon Rangers, and you like you have to run around and you catch Pokemon by like spinning circles around them on the stylus. It was a DS game, and you take the stylus on like the touchscreen and you just circle around them like 5
Oh wait, yeah, I played that actually.
Oh, okay, nice. I've never played it, but I've seen it, and I kind of want to play it. Also played one I have played is Mystery Dungeon. One of them, I don't know which one.
That sounds familiar too.
Yeah, it's like an RPG type game, and you have to like run around in a dungeon. It's like a dungeon crawler, but with Pokemon. Like moving Pokemon along the way that you recruit, and you like level up and stuff. And it's really cool.
Pokemon Dungeon. That's the one I played.
Yeah.
Pokemon Rangers.
Yeah, and that's why Cayden
Oh,
is
Mystery Dungeon?
Yeah, see, Cayden knows Mystery Dungeon. He's cool like that.
That one was sick. It had that like little quiz area at the beginning where it's like, oh, you're this quality, so this Pokemon describes you, and that's who you get.
Oh,
It was
yeah,
really
yeah.
niche,
Oh, I remember that.
but it was very unique for Pokemon. I wish they would do more like that.
What I want to play is Pokemon Rangers, and it's a game where you have like, it was a DS game, and you take the stylus on the touchscreen, and you just circle around the Pokemon that you wanted to capture like 5 billion times. And that's how you capture Pokemon. You're muted. I don't know what you're saying.
Yeah, you're right. I forgot about that aspect for Rangers. It made the dynamic, the gameplay very dynamic.
I never played Rangers, but I've seen it on like YouTube and stuff. It looks pretty fun.
Oh, I think I used to have a copy on the DS, the 3DS.
I mean, so this requires touchscreen. I can like circle with my mouse 5 billion times. I have so many emulators, but don't tell Nintendo.
I won't tell Nintendo, mostly because I couldn't make out the first part of that sentence.
Yeah, exactly.
Alright.
See, yeah, you're getting the message.
I get you.
Because you definitely did understand it, definitely 100%.
The three of us should totally do a 5D chess, like, because I think you can do like 3-player chess on there. We should do that at some point.
I don't know I want to do that, that sounds terrible. I don't know 2-player chess, I want to do 2-player chess, and in 5D. Like, I can't do 5D chess with 2 players. Adding another player top.
You should try Chattanooga. It's like Indian version of chess. It's pretty cool.
How do you spell it?
I think I've seen that.
Chattanooga. Chatanooga. It's like what's the Japanese version? Shogi. It's kind of like shogi, but
Oh, shogi. Shogi's pretty sweet.
it's kind of like what's the one from Hunter x Hunter?
Greed Island.
No, like the chess.
The
Gungi.
chess.
Gungi.
Oh yeah, it's Gungi with Meruem and Komugi.
Yeah, Gungi.
That are
Komugi.
Connor. You gotta check out the manga for that game or that series at some point. It's fire, man. Like the stuff that went past the anime.
Oh, I played Chaturanga before.
You've what?
I played Chaturanga, or however you say that before.
Oh, Chattanooga, yeah.
Yeah, it's like a 4-player version of like chess. It's like different. It's ancient, like it's pre-chess.
Oh, were you
like,
thinking of
like everyone else?
Chattanooga? I must still be spelling it wrong because I'm not getting the game.
Yeah,
for it.
wait.
I put it wrong too. I got a city in Tennessee.
Yeah.
But it's Chaturanga. That's where there's an R. That's what my mistake was. You gotta do Chaturanga and you also have to add chess. Because otherwise they'll think you're talking about some pose in like yoga.
Chaturanga. Yeah, I knew I was like.
Yeah, that's how you. That's probably how you say it.
They have it on chess.com. They have all the different variants.
Yeah, that's what I play on chess.com. I use chess.com. I used to play all the time. I'm friends with my teacher on. I'm friends with my old math teacher on chess.com.
Nice. I haven't played it in a
We
while.
used to play chess together all the time.
I haven't played it in like 4 years, so it's doomed. The puzzles are fun. The bullet puzzles and the variants are fun, like the fog, all that stuff.
For
I
what?
watched
For
my
Shadowrun?
teacher play chess during class, and he was like really good.
Yeah, I used to watch Gotham Chess and Magnus.
Oh yeah, I watched Gotham Chess too. Oh, I remember the 2020 chess boom was great.
Apparently, I just saw online that his book is banned from something, but I didn't see.
Gotham Chess's book.
Yeah, but I didn't see why.
How good are your strategies at chess that your book that you wrote about in chess got banned? Or did he just like get drunk on like chapter 7 and then start talking about something other than chess? Just went on like a ramble.
I'm trying to figure this out. I don't know if it's supposed to be like a joke or something, but or where's the chat?
Where's the chat?
How do I freaking type in the chat? Am I allowed to?
What, in public chat?
In our chat. Oh, I guess I am. I couldn't copy this image.
Okay, I just assume low level race per time is a joke. Well,
So it's gotta be. It's gotta be a
And
joke.
they also said that it was like the digital version is banned, with like you can't bring a digital version, so that's not really a thing.
True.
It's like it says Levy Roseman's How to Play Chess in physical format, and then way later down the list it says digital format as like the
Yeah.
last thing. So it's at the start and at the end.
They wanted to make sure you absolutely
So
cannot have that book
both
with you.
versions of the format.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's a joke to make fun of them.
Yeah, it has to be like,
It's like a tongue-in-cheek thing.
yeah, well, it could be, but it could also be like, I don't know, maybe at one point some chess player who wasn't him came in with a copy of his book and was just sitting there like reading it between turns to be like, this is my next move.
I mean, there's no rules that says you can't study on the test. It's open book.
Well, there is a rule about that now, but before there
Well, actually,
wasn't.
shut up.
Fair point.
Yeah, exactly. By rule of the crown, I actually have like leadership here. That's how royalty works. I'm the like what's it called? The heir.
Air.
Yeah, that's what I said.
I am fair.
Heir. Yeah, that's right. I am the heir. Friggin' Logia fruit. I had an idea for my own like devil fruit because I like One Piece. I thought of like a sugar-based Logia devil fruit.
Sugar base. Logia.
Like it's like Logia, but the element is just sugar instead of like fire or something like that. It's sugar. That's
I don't know anything about so.
Logias are the elemental fruits that like let people not get hit by stuff. Like the smoking guy, and he's like, man, I was smoking. Like when they try to punch him, he turns into smoke. That's a Logia fruit.
I got you.
So like I imagine that, but with sugar. Instead of like smoke or something. So like, and like my like OC or whatever you want to call it, he could like turn his hands into like candy canes, but it's like when you suck on the candy cane, it becomes sharp. So it's like lances. and like he could put his hands together and make like a lollipop, like giant hammer, and like crush you or something.
What are you talking about?
He's talking
I
about
was just
One
talking
Piece
about,
OC.
One Piece, like, I guess OC. I guess you call it OC that I made.
I feel like that
I
would
don't know
fit
if that
into
really
the
counts.
the series. I feel like that could absolutely be a One Piece character.
Yeah, he makes some pretty good stuff. So I mean, have you seen like the swim fruit? This
The
guy
what?
can just like the swim fruit. He can just swim in anything. The guy can just swim in anything. You swim in the ground, he can swim in anything.
Wait, there's a gum fruit or that makes you swim?
But you can't swim in water, obviously. Still.
Oh, okay. That.
Yeah.
Well,
But you can swim in anything that isn't water. So like you can swim in the ground. Like you can swim on the ground. Like he does like the diver strokes, but in the ground.
have
And
you
he's really
seen
fast.
Chainsaw Man?
No. But I know
Okay.
there's a Chainsaw Man, and that's about all I know.
There's a character in there that can do a similar kind of deal where he just like swims through like physical objects like walls and stuff.
Nah.
Yeah, I know it's one of the
Nah.
favorites in One Piece. Does that.
Nah.
I like some of the freaks.
Nah.
Good point, Connor.
Hope that helps.
No, that did. That turned the tide of the conversation. Honestly, I think I'm gonna agree with Connor on this one. Alistair, you kind of outvoted. The answer is
No.
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 To know or not to know? What is the question?
Oh.
Yeah, that was a real brain scritcher.
Oh.
Caveman had thought.
Mundo goes where he pleases.
Mundo walk forward.
Rocking stone.
Mundo
Or
walk
something
through
like that.
wall. Mundo could totally be in like a Kool-Aid Man commercial.
No.
I saw this D&D character that was like an ogre, and he's really strong, and everything he did was based on intimidation. Like he would build a boat by intimidating the wood into becoming a boat.
By transforming into a boat?
Like he built a boat by intimidating the wood into building itself into a boat.
Sounds like King
Oh.
from One Piece. Sorry, from freaking One Punch Man.
Yeah. With the engine heart?
He's so scary that like the wood wants to become a boat, so that way he doesn't have to do stuff. Like that was his thing. He makes intimidation checks no matter what it is.
True. What do you think about the ship of Theseus, though?
That is a really good one.
Oh, I saw it was a school post, and there was like a Q&A because they were introducing a new rule about like where they were like banning phones or something, and so people put a bunch of things, and they're like, it was like a new rule where it's like, if you get in trouble, they can take your phone over like night, and then you have to pick it up the next day. It's like you have to drop it off, and it's like if you don't do it, then like you have to give it the next day. And someone was like, if I get a brand new phone and completely deconstruct it and reconstruct it with all new parts, is it still the same phone that you can take away?
I think a
Good
simpler one is if you
trolley
stand in a
problem.
river, are you the same man and is it the same river and whatever?
No,
No?
because of the passage of time. But it's different.
Okay, well that's the
What's
same concept
time?
for Theseus though. Like with the passage of time,
That's
it's the same but
debatable.
different. Why is that one debatable? But they both
No,
like,
sorry, what
take
Alistair
time.
said is debatable.
Ship of Theseus is completely reconstructed. That's the argument there.
What?
Yeah. The ship of Theseus.
Do you not know what the Ship of Theseus thing
I know
is?
what it is. Like your audio is still super echoey, and I'm surprised Connor's not having that issue.
I am, but I don't care.
Oh well, then why did?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, no, the reason Connor's having an issue is because it's coming from Connor.
That might be
He
true.
can't echo in himself. That doesn't make sense. We're echoing out of him. Because we weren't having a problem before he joined, and then after he joined, it was there. Do you
Oh,
not like have headphones?
your voice is echoing? Who decided that? Who decided that?
Escanor is pretty sick.
That's
I
not
haven't-
freaking.
I never even got to that part, but like I've seen clips of him, and it's enough to just be like, yeah, no, he's the best character in
What are
that
you
show.
talking about?
From Seven Deadly Sins.
Yeah.
Oh, I've never seen that show. I know the characters, but like I've never watched them.
I agree. That one I can't agree with.
Yeah, I know. I certainly remember hearing someone say that you specifically hated chewing sound.
I did. It doesn't bother me as
When
much
you were-
now,
yeah.
but it's called messed up
heard that,
phony,
like,
I
when you
think.
were little, you didn't like it.
Yep.
Yes, if you remember, Connor, there was like one time I got like really, I didn't even get like super upset about it. I just asked you to not like chew with your mouth open, and then Dad was like, yeah, and I was like, Dad, you do it too, and then he was.
Sound and you were disturbed by the fact that they were chewing. Like, not even, they weren't making sound, they weren't visual. You just like were disturbed by it anyways.
Hulk smash.
I guess you're just sensitive.
Yeah, I
Just
can't.
looking at you.
It's not coming through what you're saying, Alistair. All I heard was people
Nobody likes
listening to you.
it.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Oh, I'm probably gonna head off in a little bit because it's like almost 10. And I'm
It is.
exhausted. I thought Ryan was coming on. And
He said he was. He said it would be only an hour. It's been more than an hour. Because it's true. You said you were hoping he would show up before he showed up before you headed off.
What?
Not you,
I haven't-
Alistair. I'm responding to his text.
yeah, he's really dumb, so he doesn't know how to talk in the text, so he's gonna respond to my text in like in his voice.
Because you're right there. You're literally in the same room as me,
But
like
we're talking
metaphorically.
publicly, and they're like, oh, but let me say this on stream.
What?
Just now, you're doing. I was describing your thought process. I wasn't saying you said that. I was just describing your thought process.
No.
Maybe.
Oh,
Ask
you're right.
again
He
later.
doesn't think. You're right. He doesn't think.
I
He just
disagree.
does.
I need like a magic 8-ball to talk to Alistair with this like audio feedback.
Shut up.
Oh, you're getting permanent banned, bud.
Yeah.
Alistair, no toxic
I'm a
on stream.
moderator on the. Well, I'm the moderator of the
I
Twitch
meant-
channel.
As I meant
Yeah,
you,
but
but
Twitch strike me.
no. As I meant Alistar, but yeah.
I am the manager of the Twitch channel, so.
Ryan said he's heading out now, so that means he's still probably got like at least 15 minutes before he gets home, and then like another 5 minutes before he's actually like set up on his computer. So if you want to stay till 10:10, that's probably when he'll pop in. 10:10, yeah, from Naruto.
Hey, that's a rule at my school.
It's what?
That's a rule at my school.
Naruto?
Yeah, Naruto was in school. Alistair, I didn't know. Well, it's Naruto's kid, Boruto, obviously.
We have a rule at the school called the 10-10 rule.
The 10:10 rule.
It's the rule that you can't leave class in the first 10 minutes or the last 10 minutes.
Can't lose class in the first
Sounds
minute.
cringe, to be honest.
Yeah. Wait, it's supposed to be like you can't go to the bathroom in the first 10 minutes or the last 10 minutes. Because the arguments are like, if you need to go in the first 10 minutes, you should have gone before class, and if it's the last 10 minutes, you can just wait. Except for like emergencies or something. But, like,
Sounds
Which
stupid,
that's
but
so
alright.
ridiculous. Yeah, because college, like professors don't do that in college.
well, yeah, that's because in college they don't care because you're paying them. So you can pay them and then just not show up.
Don't you still kind of pay the schools, like for typical schools? Like it's not the same as like the tuition, but like the
Not
lunch
really.
is
I
on
mean, you don't
free.
have to pay to go there.
Supply-
It's a public school. I go to public school. I don't go to private.
But you still pay money to get like the supplies and stuff for it.
Well, I mean, you have to pay for your stuff, but you don't have to pay them. You buy stuff from the store. That's not anything like that.
That's a distinction, but
You're paying money, yes, but you're not paying them. You're just paying someone else.
I see the distinction.
No,
I agree.
I disagree.
I still don't think
That's
that.
your point to begin with.
No. Here's the thing. I don't care.
Oh, that's.
Well, then why did you like? You could have just like not responded then.
Well, yeah,
So,
but he had to
okay.
make himself better than everyone else. That's the rules
As I had to let you know that
of
on
the internet. Yeah, he cares so little that he has to make it every part of his life. That's how little he cares. That's the logic that a lot of people use. Because that makes sense. It doesn't lie.
Yes. Connor's got the idea. Is Cat going from JoJo?
Oh.
That's no SpongeBob.
Oh.
No.
They're on
Good
like the
point.
Flying Dutchman,
It's from The
and they're like
Simpsons.
making annoying sounds. Do you say from The Simpsons? Oh, it's like the guys from Fortnite. I hate when people say that.
Yeah, well now everything's in Fortnite, so now everything's from
Well, yeah,
Fortnite.
but I hate the people who are like, oh, it's in something, so it's from there. It's like, oh yeah, Thanos from Fortnite.
Yeah.
Not in Fortnite, from Fortnite.
Well, Thanos, he was actually so popular as far as the movies. Like, I feel like that's like one of the few exceptions, but.
But like people will be like, oh, this guy's from Fortnite, and it's not at all.
Oh, like the next generation where like they aren't familiar with
the
Infinity
Fantastic
War.
Four from Fortnite? From? Or something like that.
I agree. The Fantastic Four from Fortnite.
No. I don't play Fortnite. I tried, but like I never got into it.
I hated it the first couple times I tried. The newest season's been pretty good. So like if you
I
give
don't
it,
really like shooters though.
that's fair.
Yeah.
Like you don't like the over the shoulder type shooters.
Don't mind the fact that
I mind.
my most play game is a shooter, but that's an exception. I like one shooter specifically. Because I have like 1,000 and some hours in TF2. Like I think I have like 1,200 hours in TF2. But I also don't like shooter games. It is a mere question. You ever played Slime Rancher?
Fire Rancher?
Slime Rancher.
Nope.
I've heard that one's got like really insane graphical technology.
Yeah, I think the new one is like really good. I haven't played the new one though, because I want to beat the first one first.
Alistair, guess who's here?
Yeah, I know.
Hello. Hey,
Cayden said
sorry.
that you like Half-Life or something.
Yeah, I play it like 5 times every year.
Oh yeah. I was talking about how the original ending for Portal was going to be that Aperture is contained inside Zen. Like that was going to be the original ending of Portal 1, but they changed it.
Yeah. No, I heard that too. Which raises a lot of questions, especially since the a pseudo portal got appeared in opposing force.
Yeah. Well, but at least it's canon that they're in the same universe because Kate Johnson talks about Black Mesa.
I mean, they mentioned Black Mesa as far back as Portal 1. If you go into once you skip the facility, you can find a slide, one of those things like a projector with a slideshow comparing the aperture size to Black
I remember
Mesa.
looking at that in my second place that I just did. Because the first time I only really cared about beating the levels, but this time I spent like actually paying attention to the background stuff.
Yeah.
And like all the Batman drawings.
The original Counter-Strike was supposed to be in the Black Mesa. I mean, the Half-Life universe until they changed it. Who's all here, by the way? I can't. For some reason, my phone only limits it just so I can see 2 people at a time.
Oh, there's me, Alistair, and Connor.
I'm sorry, one more time?
Alistair, me, and then Connor.
Okay. Oh, your dad already left?
He did. He said he'll be on tomorrow, but...
And my dad left.
Yeah. Well, Josh is coming back.
Isn't that right, Kate?
I didn't hear what you said, but I
I
said
said
Jack.
Jack left us.
Yeah, they both did. Just for a time though.
Today fucking sucked.
Did it?
Dude, freaking, we're getting snow this weekend, and whenever we get snow, Texas freaks the fuck out.
What, every single time you guys get snow?
Yeah,
Y'all
pretty
get it
much
every year,
single
don't you?
fucking time. What? Every year, don't you? What?
Well, there's Josh.
Guess who's back?
Back again.
Oh, he's on his bed.
No, they didn't come over.
Hey. But no, like every single fucking time, like dude, when I left, the meat wall was cleared. It was gone. And it's a fucking Wednesday too.
Connor, we really need something with your microphone because it's picking up everybody's audio.
Yeah, you should have stopped the stream.
Well, why would that help?
We can't do it. Well, now we can because that's it. We can't turn on echo cancellation unless the screen's off.
Yeah.
You literally could just hit the mic button and then hold Alt Tab. And
Well, yeah, you can do that. But here's what I mean is that instead of doing that, you could also turn on echo cancellation. And then he can.
Which would be way easier and better in every scenario.
Yeah, it would be better for Connor because he's not going to be on.
Well, Josh is here. Why don't you tell it to him
Riverside
since he's the host?
What?
Yeah. If you turn off the live, then we can turn on echo cancellation. We can't turn on echo cancellation if the stream's on.
All right, you ready for me to kill the stream?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. You get 2 minutes, and then I cut off the stream.
2 minutes? Okay.
To get a perfect 3-hour mark. I get it.
Quick, say all the slurs you want.
So
you start,
I wanted
Alistair.
to end this.
Yeah.
I wanted to end the stream by a famous quote from a novel I read recently. A specter is haunting Europe. The specter of communism.
No, we're gonna kill the stream.
I'm gonna kill individuals in my basement.
That's not surprising. But you don't have a basement, so that's a problem.
So
Better
that
start
is
digging.
Yeah, this is Florida, so we don't get those.
That's not very communist of you. How about we shall kill collectives in our basement?
Oh yeah, you're right.
All right. So now, all right. Can we kill Connor, or are we just like?
I don't know. He's ginger, so
All
I
right.
don't think he counts. He can do it.
Did you kill the stream already?
No, I told you I was gonna
He
wait
wants to
till.
get a perfect 3 hour
You
mark.
wouldn't be hearing us if we did.
No,
No, you would.
I'm
Would?
too intimidated by Connor's intelligence, despite having just met him.
He's not that intelligent, trust me.
Yeah, just listen to anything he says. He'll relax very quickly.
Yeah.
I
Got
don't
45
know why,
seconds.
I don't know why I'm intimidated by your intelligence. It's just like I don't know why I find that line so fucking funny.
Whoa.
All right. 20 seconds.
20, 19, 18, 17, 16,
10,
15,
9,
14.
I would date.
Yeah, I knew as soon as I started counting down, I was probably already off the freaking
You were.
counter.
You were. Just a little
3,
bit.
2, 1, go.
All right. Now,
Go.